Yo, what's crack-a-lackin'? It's D-Nail, aka Trib of the Tribulation Kids. I'm in the building. I'm checking in. I got a little bit of extra time today, so I figured I'd try to come out here and do another hour and a half. I'm hot. I'm a little tired because I'm doing some other things as well. But I did want to come out here and kind of test my mic because for some reason I feel like it's not on because I don't like the color of it saying that it's on. I don't know if that's a yellow or a green. I would think it's supposed to be green. But when I was just practicing with it, I want to say that it was coming from the phone and not from the mic. So I feel like I'm just kind of getting out here, testing it a little bit to see if I can incorporate it, because this is something that I am using with the rest of my gear when I do go out and do things. So this is me just testing a couple things out, man. See what's cracking with the chat, see what you guys got going on, how your day is going, what you guys are up to. Hopefully we get a couple people in the house just to check in, because I know that I won't be able to be here tomorrow, but I will be back on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I want to try something else. Unless I have more time later on today, I'll try it today, you know, but I'm really not certain. I want to try something else. Unless I have more time later on today, I'll try it today. See, and now me looking at the video, it does seem like it could definitely be the phone picking me up and not this actual mic right here. So I think I might be out here looking silly. Shout out to Marlo the OG. She's checking in as well, and I don't understand why I don't see that on the chat, but maybe because it just didn't start moving yet. So I'm looking down here. So anyway, I'm trying it. What in the Twilight Zone? Yeah, it's a little extracurricular activities going on in my background. I was trying something, but as you can see, it definitely ain't gonna work. And then the way I'm sounding and looking, look, you just made me feel bad about my background. I want to push the laugh button, but I just ain't got it. I was trying something new. I don't think I want to try it no more. Let me see if I move over here and I'll turn this a little bit or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It does look a little cheesy, but that was the main reason why I wanted to check it out, to see what it was gonna look like anyway. Is she laughing? You know, but dang, it's like, I don't know, y'all know, man, like, you can build a complex out here when people get to talking about your stuff. Like, y'all making me feel like you ain't grateful, you know what I mean? Then I don't want to start talking about y'all, because then it's gonna look like I'm the one wrong. But it's like, damn, you laughing at my stuff. Like, nah, dog, that ain't the move. See what I'm saying? My goodness, but I ain't saying nothing. Appreciate you being in the house. You know, I changed my wall only because you should have got me out here feeling bad about what I got going on. Let me change it right now, just because. Lord have mercy. All right. See if that'll work right there. Let's see. Love you though. No, I ain't know. It ain't all that. We gonna get it together. Trust me, I'm gonna get it together. Just eventually. I'm still trying to figure it out. That's what the whole test is. You know what I mean? Like, I know that y'all looking for a little something extra on the stream. I don't think I need this. Hold on. But I mean, how would I know? How would I know if I never? I gotta go back to my normal spot, only because how would I know if I never try something different? You know what I mean? Like, I don't never want it to be the same, you know. And I feel like I already got stuck in doing it a certain kind of way, and then I'm a one-trick pony. Like, once I see one way that's working for me, I'll stay within that way of it working for me. You know what I mean? Like, I won't try a bunch of new things. Just like right now, I got the mic. You know what I mean? I got to turn this mic off and just go from my normal way of how I do stuff. Like, I'm turning this joint off. Let's see. Boom. All right. Now, just like this, you know what I mean? Like, I was trying something new. You know what I mean? Like, I can't never experiment. You know what I mean? And Hold on, give me a second. Alright, so I guess we just gonna stay with the same routine, you know, of how we do it, only because, you know, I don't want to try nothing new. So Brazy is in the house. Happy Monday, Trips. Tapping in from work. Are you at work right now? It's a little late right now, ain't it? Like 2 o'clock in the evening here, so it gotta be 5 o'clock there. So you work the swing shift too? It seems like there's a lot more people working the swing shift, from what I could tell, you know. Because if I recall, like Marlo, the OG, don't you work like graveyard or swing shift yourself? It seems like everybody working the swing shift right now. I mean, I was going to try to shape up my mustache a little bit, but man, I'm on my off time, so I'm going to look a little scraggly until I actually get the opportunity to go get some stuff done. Let me just make sure you can hear me. Okay, yeah, you can hear me. It does look a little snowy though. Let me see if it's because of this light. If I turn that down just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I guess it's just a little something we're gonna have to just work with from right now. You know, but like I said, man, I wasn't really planning on even doing nothing extra today because I supposed to have an appointment to go to Apple today, you know what I mean? But for some reason, when I called to get the information, they wanted me to basically just schedule an appointment. So it seems like I won't be able to do it until tomorrow at 3:50. So it's gonna be later in the evening. So I figured, well, since it's gonna be tomorrow, I might as well come out here tonight, kind of stream a little bit. And then if I get something done for the day, I can go back and edit the stuff that I wanted to put out. So I will be putting out some videos. I'm just gonna put it out, you know. I'm not gonna worry about too much, you know, doing too many doctors to it because I want to. Listen, I work swing. I also work swing. I'm in. Shout out to Ambitious as a writer. What's up, everybody? What's up with you? You know, shout out to you. Appreciate you joining the live stream. This is what it is. That joint right there. So I probably got to go a little lighter right here now because that's why it was so bright right there. So wait. Turn this up. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. It still look a little snowy to me, you know, but this is something I usually prepare before the live stream, but it's like spare the moment. I want to change it up because Marlo the OG was talking about my background. But I do got some other ideas and some other plans. That was usually how I had it, you know, stretched out for the Bible study, but it ain't gonna work, I can see, so we're gonna change that up. If y'all don't mind hitting a like as you come in, or if you're here, you know, I appreciate you. We're gonna try to get some people to come join us, man. Like, what y'all got going on? How's your day going? What you got planned for tonight, for tomorrow as well? Something just ain't working right for me. It's just something ain't right. Is it over here? Like, it's something. I want to say it's with the light, though. In the position of that, you know, I'm gonna still keep trying. Don't worry about it, D-Nail, just keep pushing. So yeah, man, I don't know. Have you been to the Obama Library or out there in Chicago? That's why she say, cause Obama from Chicago. Now I'm gonna leave that alone just because we were hearing some things and some reports about Obama back in those Chicago days that he was out there in the Senate, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna leave it alone only because a couple people out here, they got some opinions about, you know, Obama, and I ain't one of them to have, you know, too much of a strong opinion about it. But I just will say that there's some people out here, boy, they've been kind of rough on him. It seemed like I changed something around, you know. It's just not. Ooh. maybe a little bit, but I don't want it to be so dark. And it just seemed like this light right here, bright. So I'm covering it up like this, you know what I mean, to get a better look, you know, just to get a all right quality. Look, I'm homebody. I rarely go out, but I have been to a museum. And see, me too. I'm more of a homebody too. Shout out to my friend coming through the door. Mel, the worshiper, is in the house. Hey, Tribs. Hey, what's going on with you, man? I apologize for the way the picture's looking. You know, if the quality look a little bad, if you guys are looking in and the lighting is wrong, you know, like I'll work on that for my next live stream, which it probably won't be till Wednesday. I want to tell y'all ahead of time because I got an appointment tomorrow with Apple, but I have some other things I need to do tomorrow as well. So I wasn't going to be here tomorrow. So it does feel good to get here today on a Monday, to be able to get out here and try to get 2 of these done. So I did try a couple things on this particular live stream that just didn't work before we getting started. I want to say shout out to Marlo, the OG, for reminding me that it's not going to work. Because now I got to strip my wall and figure out something else, you know. But that's the thing about with the production, like you always going to be investing in yourself. Like I'm seeing myself, and that's exactly what it is. It's because the camera ain't on this side. It's over here. Oh, that's why. I know it ain't gonna let me flip it. So I'm gonna have to work with it. So if I could just move this like that, it might make a little bit of a distance. Okay, so now I know that the camera right here. All right, so this is stuff that you kind of figure out along the way, you know, and this is what I was saying on my last live stream, but I didn't get too personal or too deep into it, is that I just started from a phone, you know what I mean? I just wanted to get out here and basically speak, but I wanted a platform, and I didn't have a platform at the time, so I just started to create my channel and just get used to speaking, and I will make a whole bunch of videos of me speaking, because if you know them Think Media videos, like one of them was saying that you ain't gotta have no topic, you ain't gotta have none that you talk about, just go out there and just make as many videos as you can when you first start. And I think that that would be my remedy just all the way through, is just to keep on just making videos. So I ain't never really had a topic, you know what I mean? So I just want to mention that, you know, because I'm at the point now where I'm still growing as a content creator, but I'm still like investing in myself. And there's certain things that I'm seeing that I want to invest in. And there's certain stuff that y'all just I haven't showed y'all because I've invested into it, but I tried to stay with the same system of how I'm doing things. I'm able to get more stuff done. But when I'm trying new stuff, I'm trying to incorporate these things, and it's just not working the way I like it to. But that's some stuff that you'll have happen to you all the way in. Hey, brother, what's good with you? I'm chilling, you know. Shout out to you, baby girl Angel is in the house. We appreciate you joining the live stream. I feel disrespected, Trips, talking about good on a Monday. Disrespected, like on a Monday? Like, come on, Brazy. Why you feeling like it's your Monday? You ain't enjoying your Monday? You know, don't you want to get out here and have a positive Monday, you know what I mean? Motivated Monday, you know, try to be encouraged on Monday. Like, it's something wrong with Monday? I have a big testimony. Okay, I had a 3-day weekend. Man, I took me a week, boy, and I could tell you, boy, that the week went by so fast, it felt like I'm really on a 9-to-5 job, you know what I mean? Because anytime you on a job for over a year, they're going to give you a week of vacation time. And I felt like I was taking my week of vacation time. But it went too quick, you know, and I could use a few more days to another week, you know, but they'll forget about you real quick out here, you know. And then you got to come back and get consistent, and you got to get people here and used to seeing you, you know. And I just felt like, you know, I don't want to take too much time off, because then getting back into the rhythm and trying to gain some momentum to try to be able to speak and feel comfortable out here, like it really is a task, you know, anytime you take some time off. So, yeah, Trip, Mad Monday. You funny for that one. Ambition as a writer. Big Mad Mondays in the house. Crash Out Mondays. Let's go. I remember I said I was gonna come out here and do Crash Out Mondays when I was doing them at the park about 6 months ago. And I'm telling you, like, I don't know if it was 6 months ago. Well, it was a year and 6 months ago. Anyway, you know, Crash Out, you know, let's get it. Shout out to my man coming through the door, Mr. Kool-Aid, man. What's going on with you, Frank? How you doing? I feel like I need to light this up some more. That's exactly what it is. But I just feel like my lights is just so bright today. Praise God, be angel. And look, she is on the Discord, and Frank, she would like to try to get the Discord operational. I want to say shout out to BC Family. BC Family has been behind the scenes, and he's been helping with a lot of different things, and he really truly has been helping Ike Izzle get established as far as with the social media and helping with Izzle World Records. And I will say that that me and Izzle have been working on some stuff behind the scenes that's actually it could grow into something, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like an internship program, you know, for young people, and developing new skills like social skills, to be able to use your technology skills or technical skills, or just a whole bunch of different things, you know what I mean? And there is actual paperwork involved in it. But I just wanted to say, you know, just because like Izzle actually is onto something as far as what he's working with. And, you know, I've been working with Izzle for, you know, over 30 years, just, you know, with our family and everything. But I just want to say, well, the direction that he's going and where we're going now, like, this is going to be something really, really huge for Izzle World Records, you know, and I'm really excited about that as well. So shout out to Scott Incognito for coming back in the house. What's going on with you, Scott? I see you back in the building, man. Like, it must be still kind of early there. I'm thinking it's got to be about 9 o'clock in the UK. I'm not too certain, you know what I mean, but I'm sure it's getting a little late out there. Hey, Scott. Hey there. Okay, Flo, right. Okay. Is it in the 90s here in Chicago this week? This some BS. Let me see how hot it is out here today. So you talking about some BS. Let me tell you, since you want to talk about how I feel out there. Out here today, this is Los Angeles. My other phone. This one. And then I gotta use this right. Brother, did you see my testimony? Did you see the testimony? No, I did not. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm doing like 30 things at once, and I'm trying to keep up with what's going on. Send me an invite and a text message. I got you. I got to use the other phone to do it. And then what was I going to do with this phone? See, this is what I'm talking about right here. Like, your boy be all over the place. Like, I'll be having, like, so much stuff I'm trying to multitask and do these days that I'm getting a little better at it. Hold on, I know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get to it. Hold on. Shucks. It is 90, no. Yes. Okay, it's only 87 degrees right now. Like, what? I'm a little surprised because I was just out there and it was kind of hot to me, but as of lately, boy, it's been 100 plus out here. I'm gonna send you the invite. Let's see. Screen smoke up. Run some tissue. Let me see. There we go. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. That's exactly what it is. Some smears. You know, video mode, swipe left to show comments. Swipe left. Oh no, we don't want to see the comments. We got them right here. Okay, much better, much better. Okay, ever since have been watching, I now have a at-home job. Now the company name is Virtual Health. Virtual Health. Ever since you've been watching us as the Tribulation kids, as you've been coming up, like you got to be a little more. It's supposed to get hotter, Trip. Ambitious as a writer is 119. Now we might be all right for the day. We might get about a 90 or something like that. Don't look like we're gonna get 100%. But it does get hot at night too, you know, so I ain't gonna get out here and lie to y'all. Now, I come up with the decision that I'm probably gonna put some videos out tonight, you know what I mean? Only because I just kind of wanna get rid of doing it, you know what I mean? Like, I wanna get current, I wanna get up to date with the stuff that I'm recording and putting out. And the only way I'm gonna do that is to get rid of the old content that I already have. So I will be getting ready to just drop some stuff, you know, and I just want to let y'all know ahead of time that there's no particular direction in what I'm dropping. I don't want to call it a vlog because I feel like you have to include more production for the vlogging, you know, so this would just be like some lost tapes, you know, miscellaneous stuff that I already have put together that I've just been doing in the last couple of days to weeks, just actually, you know, gathering all of my stuff together. So I just want to say that ever since I've been, okay, yeah, but so shout out to your health, Virtual Health. Let's see, Virtual Health, great name. Health is Shirley Virtue. Scott, I don't want to say health is virtually virtual, only because you got to live health in real life now. You got to take care of yourself. You can't just be hearing stuff and you ain't out there doing it for yourself. You got to apply fitness into what you're doing for your health. I want to believe, look, if it's above 65 degrees, it's hot in my book. I want to agree with you, straight up. You know, I ain't finna argue with you. Especially how hot it is out here today. You know what I mean? Like, it's still hot. No matter how you look at it, virtual essential. It's essential, you know, if you are operating to do something worldwide or to network or to, I don't know, you know, whatever you include in your journey. Like, if you want to include that in your journey, but I was trying to figure out the statement though. Ever since she's been watching, like she never finished that. Like I was trying to figure you out. You know, oh, ever since I've been watching The Live. What was that noise? Sound like something was breathing up in this joint. I think it was my computer, but boy, something sounded like it was breathing up in this joint, man. A little baby dragging up in this joint. Oh man, maybe something rubbed up on something or something, you know what I mean? But shucks, let me just look around a little bit. Yeah, man, shucks. So look, I was trying this other mic the other day when I was doing my my vlog. And boy, this mic sounded so bad. This is the cheap joint, you know what I mean? I do got the DJIs, but, or is it the DIJs? I think it's the DJIs. You know, I do got them joints right here, you know what I mean? But I tried the knockoff joint the other day in a vlog video. Boy, I watched that video. That's why I say I don't think I want to put the videos out as a vlog. Like I'll just put them out as, you know, me practicing and stuff. Because at times it feel like outtakes, you know what I mean? Because it's not a beginning and an end to what it is I'm doing. So they feel like outtakes. And then like some of them I did inside the lab or during the live stream. Like it was just me just basically just making a video, you know what I mean? Like just trying to keep up with vlogging. And if you start the day vlogging, you need to end the day vlogging. Otherwise, you're just gonna have a video of half your day, or you starting, and then you try to get something to go with it. It just ain't gonna go. So I just want to just mention that. I think the spelling ship was sailed ambition. Vital, Vito. Oh, I think I be trying to read the junk so fast. You know what I mean? Like, I do apologize. The 40 is rather warm. What is an aircon? An aircon? An air conditioner? Like, what you mean? Scott, you right. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. And y'all just coming by, being social and talking to each other. You know what I mean? Like, that made me feel good that I got a place where people actually come through and hang out with each other. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't just about me, you know, and I can't wait till we actually get out here and we get a little more familiar with one another, get to know a little bit about each other and stuff like that, because I really feel like we can grow together doing something together, you know. But I wanted to incorporate something different for me, you know, because I get sick of just sitting in the lab, you know what I mean? Like, this ain't where I just want people to see me. That's why I was trying something different to start this live stream, just to have a different scene, you know what I mean? Like, if I could just change it up. And see, I was trying it over there because that's eventually where I want to do talking points when it comes to my vlogging and stuff, you know, but I don't think that that's going to work just because of the way the response was in the chat. Lord have mercy. I so brazy. I can't do no fire. Can't deal with the heat. Boy, look. That's why I want to make sure I get my life right, boy, because I was reading up in the Bible one day, boy. I believe it was Lazarus or somebody was up in that joint, and boy, they said if you could just dip your finger in the water, you know what I mean, and just let the drip of the water just, you know what I mean, quench the thirst of just a drip from somebody else's finger. I don't want to go there. I want to get myself straight. Eternity up in that joint? Nah, man. I don't like smoke. I don't like the way the smoke smell. Too strong for my eyes. I'm telling you, man. I'm bad with allergies. I was gonna say that. Nope. That's not right either, Trill. You bunching the name. Vitriol. Okay, my fault. You know what I mean? Like, y'all know. I'll be reading it quick, and I kind of glance at stuff really fast, you know, and then I'll be trying to keep my mind focused on something else I could say, and then trying not to stutter. Like, y'all know how hard it is for me to keep up, you know, and boy, like, people chat that move faster, like, I could shout some people out, but I just saying when they chat move faster, it's really hard for them to keep up, you know what I mean? Because they still want to say certain things. Like, it happens so fast for you on the live stream that if you ain't ready for your chat to move, boy, you're in some trouble. That's why I want to try to be as efficient as I can with the way my chat move now, because when it do start moving quick, boy, we better be ready to catch up. And that's one of the things about having a bunch of mods now, that people can identify that we identify each other, because when the algorithm move and start pouring people in, like, we gonna get mixed up out here. Like, I'm telling you, like, let some real big news hit YouTube City, and everybody gonna be on that news, but we gonna be getting new people that are kind of basically relating to the news and coming up in this joint. And I can tell you right now, it's gonna be hard to see everybody that ain't already been here. You know what I mean? Like, we gonna be noticing each other, but we gonna be looking at all these other new people. Like, yeah, I just want to say, for me, like, being demonetized, I did see how the algorithm does make a difference being monetized and not monetized. And the only reason why I say that is because you lose, like, the sponsorship of them pushing your videos and actually putting ads on your videos and stuff like that. That's why sometimes when you guys get copyrights or stuff like that, you would see that video actually making a move, because they'll take that junk and put an ad on that joint once he got a copyright. They'll take that joint. And I just wanted to say that only because, you know, I've seen the difference of me being monetized and demonetized. You know what I mean? Like, the algorithm was bringing more people, I was getting a certain amount of views and being seen for a certain amount of time versus what it is, with the time I'm doing now, demonetized. So I just want to say, like, I did see the difference in it, you know what I mean? So some people that are not monetized, like, you wondering, like, why is the algorithm not doing certain things? I will say it does make a difference for people that are monetized, you know what I mean? Because I lost a lot of opportunities once I got demonetized that I actually was seeing the difference in what certain stuff was like before. So I just want to just mention that really quick. Let's subscribe, family, and show more love. Yes, Ambition, he's close enough now. New topic. How is the weather? You still don't have it right. Yeah, you see, I try to go on about it like, you want me to get my spell packet? Vital. I'm studying too hard, y'all. Oh my God, look, they laughing, man. Like, y'all gotta stop, man. Like, this has got to stop. Like, seriously, man, I'm feeling bullied out here. So we not going to talk about the day-long lines to get gas. Day-long lines to get gas. Where? I ain't never seen one just as of lately. Like, people seem like they going to get gas like normal. You know what I mean? Like, I told you, I put $20 in the other day. Had almost a full tank. Started with a quarter of a tank, you know what I mean? And I was just saying to myself, I ain't putting no bunch of money in the gas knowing I ain't going nowhere. But because I'm vlogging, try to stay gassed up, just get to the next spot, and I can honestly say that I think that's pretty all right because it's only costing $30 to fill up my tank in general. But again, it didn't seem like it was a bunch of traffic at the gas station. I will just say that the prices did seem a little bit better. I'm not saying that they great, but I seen it drop down from like a 450 something to like a 369, like 380 something. Let me. In Russia, Crimea, there would be anarchy over there. Now, see that anarchy right there, when you're trying to go out there and overthrow the government now, let's see, we'll start to explode. They already a black market selling watered down gas on the back of trucks, selling watered down gas on the back of trucks. Now, I ain't gonna lie, the gas did seem a little watered down when the wars first started. But I was doing my analysis the other day when I was riding, and I could tell you, not only did the gas seem a little more affordable for me the other day, but I was driving all around town, and it didn't seem to suck up all my gas. Now, when the war first started, I could honestly say that my gas was going through pretty quick for a full tank. That I started saying, man, I'm not paying no full tank money, knowing that it's sucking it up like it is. You know what I mean? I got to the point, I'm just going to stay at home. So I'm more of a homebody anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like to do a bunch of traveling and stuff. You know what I mean? I'd rather sit at the crib. Like, I could do everything I want to do right here. Like, I don't need to go nowhere. But the more and more I'm starting to vlog, I'm noticing I ain't gonna be able to just be at home vlogging. People gonna want to see stuff. And I can honestly think there was the last time that I actually took the live stream on the strip. Scott was watching. He said him and his mate were watching. I don't know how I feel about you saying your mate, though. Now, I know they say that out there in the UK, but when you say mate out here in the United States, that means somebody you with. You know what I'm saying? Now, they ain't in your personal business, Scott. But when you say your mate, I'm just saying. So anyway, the last time I went out there and I was doing some sightseeing with the live stream, I will say that Scott was one of the people that was saying, him and his mate was saying that, I still see Scott, you see how I sound? So they were saying that I needed to show less of me and show more of my surroundings. And I will say on the vlogs, I'm doing that because it's more about the view, the location, and the surroundings than me interacting with people in the chat. You know what I mean? So I will say that it has been a little more. It has been a little more of a production, you know what I mean? Because it's me being my own cameraman and showing you different things of what I'm actually seeing that's not showing on the video. So I just want to make sure I say that. Shout out to my man Brett Glaso is in the house. Wow, Scott, I haven't seen that yet. Thanks. Goodness. For three. Hold on. Selling gas. I see. Yeah. Get the spell packet. I'm still messing it up. Shucks. Let's see, Scott. I seen her. Goodness. Yeah. Mate means lover. Oh. Okay. Let me see. But yes, we call friends mates, but we do not mates with them. Again, it ain't my business, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I ain't trying to get out here and be too personal, you know what I mean? Like, some things is questionable. But, I mean, it's some questionable stuff going on in the UK anyway. Like, you know, I want to ask something, but I ain't going to ask that. Yeah, but just, we call mates, and we do not mate with them. Hello, Brett. Hey, Tribs, how you doing? I've been praying for you. Shout out to you, Stephen Vlogs. I appreciate you. And how you been doing? You know, you staying out of trouble yourself? Like, you praying for me? Well, how about you? No, just no, man, I'm good. I actually been trying some other stuff. And Stephen Vlogs, you might get into this, like, vlogging. Like, your name is Stephen Vlogs. Like, I don't even think you ever vlog. You live stream, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think you'd rather make a video. You know, so I'm curious to know, Stephen, you out here vlogging, you know, just in general. His partner, his other half. See, Marlo, you see I wasn't talking about it, right? I ain't want to bring no light to it, only because, like, shucks. Oh, snap, boy. So what y'all gonna eat tonight? Y'all hungry? I'm hungry too. Like, I wouldn't mind some tacos tonight, you know, but shucks, I could eat chicken every night. I'm probably just gonna eat me some chicken, only because the Adams. See, I'm on his. See, I'm on his. Are you talking about your live stream? Like, I missed your live stream today. My fault. You know what I mean? And Eric hit me up, and he said, "But you can't just pop up out there and just expect everybody to be there." Like, I ain't even been online. Like, come on, Adam. God, man. And then when I went there, like, you were already done. You know what I'm saying? Like, look. I probably just got off the live stream or was on the live stream. That ain't fair to me, man. That truly ain't fair. Look, Eric not here. Shaking my head. Exactly. I can't expect him to be at every live stream. You see what I'm saying? I don't have a TV guy that knows this person is thinking about going live at this second right now. You know what I mean? Like, I do think about stuff like that when I'm off. When I was off, I was out here trying to find people live. It didn't seem like nobody was live the whole time I'm off. You gonna wait for me to come back to work to start going live? I was looking for people to go live the other day. Well, I couldn't find nobody live. I'm like, God, what is this? You know, I got to get out here and do a live stream. But then it's like, I didn't know that I was even going to be out here today twice, you know. So I'm just, look, hit the notification bell. Sometimes I don't have the notifications on. I'm going to be honest with you, only because we are all on different hours. You know what I mean? I'm always on the slowest time. Like, everybody else's time is ahead of mine. So the notification bell wakes me up. You know what I mean? Like, look, it's hard for me to fall back asleep once I wake up. You know what I mean? Because I don't get enough sleep. You know, but usually when it comes to like me finding live streams or people that putting up it's because I'm on social media actually looking for stuff at the time. You know what I mean? Like, that's just usually how I operated. Only because I'm still trying to get caught up. Like, y'all don't understand how backed up behind I am with projects. Like, I've wanted to take some time to work on my projects, and I still don't have nothing done, you know? And that's why I was saying, like, I know that I'm not gonna have time to go and do a lot of the edits, a lot of the stuff I want. Yo, I'm just gonna go ahead and just, because I have so much content, man. And I'm not expecting everybody to have time to watch that. Let's see, ambition. Let's see. I don't have a mate, Trip. Let's see, ambition. Watch. That is not AI. On this channel is more a true crime channel. I really do not. I know why the Brits say mates when they mean friend. But on the real, I'm not mad. Bro, you not mad, but you got the red emoji in the chat. You know what I mean? Like, it's Mad Monday. What you mean you ain't mad? Turn up. Crash out Monday, man. Crash out. On the real, I have a music video coming out. I did watch your video though. You ain't know that though. I did. I just didn't comment because I was doing two things at once. But I did watch the beginning of the live stream, and it was saying that you had a music video coming out. Yeah. So shout out to you. Appreciate you. Let's see, Australia. Let's say I have coming out July 4th at 12 Central. Let's see, Australia, most people use the term mate for friends as well. In Australia, to be honest with you, I thought it came from like Australia before it came from the UK. Because Aussies always said it, what's up, mate? What's up, mate? And I don't feel like in the UK they say it like that. You know what I mean? It's a certain way that the Aussie, they say it. Let's see. Focus. You get distracted too easily. I do, man. Like for me, because I'm trying to like edit the stuff. Like, I still was trying to go out and support people on their live streams that are live at the time when I'm still doing. And I feel like while I'm editing, doing stuff, like I lose track of me editing. I'm sitting up there looking at the live stream. I'm chilling. I'm talking in the chat. I'm doing things, you know what I mean? And then like the time go by so fast and I ain't getting nothing done. Like, only because when I sit down to do my edits or when I sit down to do any kind of projects, like if I'm writing music or if I'm trying to design t-shirts or if I'm doing thumbnails or if I'm doing, you gotta sit in every department to do all these things by yourself, for one. And then for two, for me, because I get easily distracted, I have to say, I'm taking my phone, I'm gonna sit it here. I'm not gonna return back to my phone for probably an hour or 2 hours because I need to get this stuff done. You know what I mean? Like I do get sidetracked, you know what I mean? And I do take a lot of breaks. Don't get me wrong, I do take my breaks. You know what I mean? But it's because I don't want to overwork myself that I'm overwhelmed. And I would tell you, a lot of people out there, like, y'all really don't have a lot of time in your day to be a content creator and live life and then work and all the rest of this stuff. Like, this is me actually full-time putting in all my time into content creating, investing in myself. I'm not asking nobody for nothing. Like, I really put my time where I can put it, and it has to go into a department to do this. It has to go into a department to do this. It has to go into a department to do this. Like, I'm doing like multiple jobs that you would have a team of people doing, or, you know what I mean? It's going to take 10 or 12 people. When I was working with the AI last year and I was doing all the stuff that I was doing, it said I'm out here working the job of 22 employees. Like, yo, that is unheard of. What is one person doing 22 people's jobs? You know what I mean? Where it's all for me to get this to work and to float. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to live streaming, like, I'm out here live every minute of my day where I'm not having time to go and design this. I'm not having time to go and write this. I'm not having time to shoot this, you know what I mean? Like, cause now I'm starting to open up for production. I don't have the time to go over here and write music. I don't have the time to go and record music. I don't have the time to spend all these different places at one time. Like, I'm not omnipotent. I'm not everywhere at once. And I only have 2 hands, so it's like, okay, I want to go vlog. I want to take the live stream with me. But I got all this gear with me and the live stream in another hand. You know what I mean? Where now I got to sit down, let y'all talk in the chat. Let me go ahead and operate to do what I have to do. But it's just like, I'm finding myself having to rearrange and get it together. So let's see. True story. I had a gummy once while on your channel many moons ago. I had a gummy once while on your channel. How is it many moons ago? Like, you ain't been here for many moons. You mean, how long ago was this? The last live stream you was at? I'm just saying, Marlo, come on, man. Tell us the full story. Let's see. True story. I had a gummy once while on your channel. Many moons ago, the laughing, I thought they were laughing at me. Similar with a different accent. Okay, so Trip, your heart is not in it. You want to just get started, and then you see the squirrel, and you're all gone. Paranoia gets gummies. Yeah, you probably was a little paranoid. Let's see, when you used to smoke, always paranoid for, okay, man, Marlo, a few years back, I told the joint 3 puffs, and I will off my trolley for 6 hours. I hated it. Stuff is so strong now. Watch the Dr. Green Thumb show too. Let me find out y'all out here on these little substances and stuff out here on social media. We're gonna have to talk about this, man. Come on, man. We about to start the studies. I can see already, like, we need these studies out here, man, just because, man, the people really going through some things, you know what I mean? And I'm telling you what's going on in the chat right now, boy. They talk about the Green Thumb and some more. Let's see, Dr. Green Thumb show too. Be Real's podcast. Oh, they doing a lot of smoking up on that joint. I can guarantee you that. Cause Be Real from Cypress Hill. Yeah, buddy. Let's see, 6 people in the house, man. But again, like, I just wanted to come back out here. I wanted to try the mics, man, and I don't think they were working, you know, and I got to get it together, man. It's just, this is stuff I need to know, you know, and I have to have it together, and I have to get my backgrounds in order, and I want to change from just sitting right here, you know what I mean? Like, I want to give y'all a better experience, you know, so I said Wednesday I was going to get out here with the StreamYards. Now, it is a couple of things that I have been working on that I will be able to show in the StreamYards. But I think even right now, after this video, I might just go ahead and just go upload the videos. Because if I get these videos out of my possession and I move on from there, then I can actually get out here and start to do the content that I would like to do. But for me to like do a complete vlog and actually get out here and start vlogging and stuff, it's probably going to be about a month or 2 from now. So then I can do the production part of it, you know what I mean? And then it'll be like shorter videos I could put out, and I could actually really try to promote myself and market it. Like, you really gonna have to advertise and market yourself. And for me, I never been one to take pictures and stuff, but because I got cameras, like, I do got equipment, you know, I just need to take advantage of it. So I have been taking pictures, you know. I've been a full-on studio, like, seriously. Like, this is one of the cameras I vlog with right here. This is my T. This says a T7, but the instruction manual says a T6. You know what I mean? But this is a Canon right here. I'm actually shooting stuff with this one right here. So this is one of the cameras I'm using right here, and I could do pictures with it and all the rest of that. I can actually stream with it, you know. But this is something I have right here and that I actually take on the go. And then I have this Osmo DJI right here. This is like my baby. Like I've been learning how to use this, and I'm really loving some of the stuff that it's shown me to do. So I've been trying to get to know this and spending a lot of time with this. Well, when I bought this, I actually bought this particular this particular camera right here. Now, this particular camera is a little cheap one, but it does the job, and I didn't realize it was going to do the job. But see, it doesn't have a revolving head that it can actually move on its own automatically. You got to turn it, you know what I mean? But because it's so small, I can use this to do anything, and it does shoot 4K. So I've been kind of getting videos on this too, especially like if I'm driving and stuff like that. I'm actually able to actually use this camera. So you'll see some video with this camera. But what I would say about this particular camera is I didn't know until I started watching the playback of the stuff I did that the date on it, you're gonna see some videos like the date on it is wrong. Like it says like from 2025. I do apologize for that because I wasn't recording the video and watching the video, because I will record the video and transfer the video. And once I transfer the video, get it into my computer, get it into the software, get it lined up how I'm then finally getting a chance to watch it. But by me watching it, I'm noticing that the dates was on from this particular camera that is off. And I finally went and got into the settings and I fixed the date. So now it's gonna be up to date from the stuff that I'll start recording with this. So that is the stuff that I'll be working with. I have different tripods, I have different mics, I have a lot of equipment, you know what I mean? And over time, this is stuff that I've invested in that I've already had here. But there's other stuff that I've invested in also for my live stream that will be used straight from the studio. But those are the cameras I had automatically started using about like April. But I just never had a complete vlog until I took some time off. And that's what I've been doing, is I've been going to different locations and trying to do different things, trying to come up with talking points, trying to do certain things, but it's still on the fly. But for me, it was just kind of like getting to know the camera, and it was just kind of like me shooting stuff to be outside of the lab so that I'm not always here in front of the wall. So that's what I've been up to. Nice camera. Let's see. You have all the gear. Now you need a topic, a theme, a plan. No plan equals no direction. And that is exactly right, Scott. And that's why I haven't put out anything yet, because I'm now seeing that if I don't have no plan, it's not going to work. So I've been watching other vloggers, other people that I kind of got my eye on and stuff like that, that I kind of been watching. It's giving me a chance to now know how to do it. You know what I mean? That if you give me about 2 months, then I'll really actually start putting together like real vlogs and stuff like that. You know, but I can honestly say what I'm about to start putting out right now, this ain't a vlog. You know what I mean? This is just me just turning on the camera and just push and go. You know, and that's what I usually do with the live stream. I put it on the live, I push go, and I keep going. But you can't do that with vlogging, you know what I mean? And I'm able to actually go to a couple of different places, and I'm actually able to show you just the scenery, the surrounds and stuff like that. Like mostly showing you like the mountains and the good days. Like there was one day that I went out and I vlogged, and it was because it was so nice outside. It was a little gloomy. It wasn't so sunny. It wasn't so hot. It was a little humid. And it had just rained, you know what I mean? And I felt like that was going to be the best day. So I went out there and I felt like it was just a nice day, you know. And sometimes you guys will get just some sunlight, you know, of just me just shooting outside of the house, you know, and outside of the room. One day on my live stream, Scott asked me, he says, man, do you ever get some light in that room? And I'm like, no, this is like complete studio. Like there's no light that needs to come up in here. Only because I have so many spotlights that I'm using in here and so many different lights and stuff. But I wanted to start incorporating in my studio into doing stuff that I'm doing on my journey and my production. So I have been doing a little bit more photography work, taking more pictures of myself, then getting in trying to edit that and stuff like that. But I do be having to put like 100% of my mind into doing it because I do get sidetracked very easy. But because my ideas are flowing right now and I'm becoming so creative, I want to stay in this place, you know what I mean? So if y'all don't see me out here on my live stream or at your live stream or anywhere in the community, like I'm really trying to develop some type of skill that can help me in the future when it comes to like writing, when it comes to directing, when it comes to doing something in the future, because I would like to start writing my own Netflix originals, or get into some type of production where I'm shooting my own stuff, you know what I mean? Like this, that's what I would like to do, but I ain't saying that it's gonna be possible. But you could be your own whatever you want these days, you know what I mean? And it don't have to necessarily have a structure of how everybody else does it, because it's their particular way that you do stuff. Like, is it a right way to do stuff and there's a wrong way to do stuff, but is it presentable enough to keep people's attention? And I feel like possible. And even if it don't do good, like it's okay, because I ain't expecting much out of nothing. Like, as long as I don't put no heavy expectations and say, I want this video to have this much and this and that. And you know what I mean? I have never operated like that. I just want to just continue to just be at my own leisure, putting stuff out and doing stuff. So I'm going to try to put that out today. Only because even though I want to do stuff to it, I can't worry about it. And see, that's my thing when it comes to like videos and putting out enough at one time. You ain't never gonna be able to get it the way you want it, but when you put it up, you gotta remember, like, you might not be able to touch that again. Like, that content is gonna go up, it's published. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to add something to it or take something away, or if you put it up and then you finally realize, damn, I had that up in there, I've done it, you know what I mean? And I can honestly say it's a terrible feeling when it doesn't turn out the way you want it to turn out. So, let's see. This is my squad show. Not other people own that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be biting off everybody. Look, the Osmos Pocket, yeah, the Pocket 3, you know what I mean? Like, I truly like that. I ain't gonna front. I truly like it. It's something else I seen I gotta invest in. This one more gadget that's gonna help me with doing the live stream at home, or doing talking points, set up in the lab, or even if I want to take it on the go, that's something I will be investing in next. That I gotta have it. So let me see. If he does that, he talking about to himself. Think about interviewing people. Scott, he gonna give us the boot. How you figure that? Stop. Y'all know I ain't like that. Come on, man. It's about the love. Interviewing people. Now, that's something that I'm feeling like even with me getting past those videos and getting it all out of my possession, I'm able to move on to what I want to do, but I'm able to open up a platform to do stuff like that, like incorporating other people, like interviewing them and stuff like that. Like, I think I'm gonna be great at doing it. I just want to get enough of what I got going on that now I'm beginning to shine as a content creator, and outside of me just a live streamer or somebody that's just making videos, just going live. I don't want to be just that, somebody just making miscellaneous videos. And I think I learned that just from going through the videos I just been going through. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna start now having a direction of where I'm going, a plan, and what I'm talking about, what I'm doing and stuff like that. But I think right now it's just for me to get used to recording myself and getting used to it and stuff like that, because it's not like I'm just starting a platform and doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I already got a platform established with some support, that I actually go and watch the videos and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I've had an opportunity to meet a lot of people been in all kinds of different communities and all the rest of that, you know, and I have had an amazing journey, you know what I mean, just to start. So this would be something brand new I'll be doing, you know, regardless if it flop. I ain't looking for it to do nothing, you know, but I know that a lot of people look to see a little bit more of Las Vegas. So that's kind of like what it would be, like me exploring, me telling a little bit of stories. Like, I took y'all somewhere, but I don't know how it particularly gonna look until I go back to it, because I did it with this. And I was telling my story with this, and I actually was behind this saying it. I didn't actually say it on the video, you know what I mean? So I was shooting it just a kind of different way, you know, but eventually I'll be able to start putting stuff out and talking about it before I put it out, or put it out and then talk about it. Like it didn't, I'll be getting able to get ideas. I'll be able to do stuff, you know what I mean, if I have it up, but to give people something to watch and do, you know, but that's the stuff I've been doing over time. Yes, the short was okay. On the monorail, we got to see the okay, see, and that's the thing, like, while I was actually there was the vlog. I just didn't have the live stream with me, but I actually got more video of that day. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, in order for me to get to that day, I got to get rid of the stuff I've already created before that day. So it's going to lead up to that day, but because I wasn't continuously shooting a vlog to start the day and to end the day, some of the videos that I have right now, it doesn't have an ending to it. Like, it's going to go into a whole nother day. You understand what I'm saying? So when I get to the day where I went out there and actually rode the monorail, it's actually like an hour and a half worth of content, probably 2 hours from that particular day. And some of the stuff you might see a little bit more than once, you know what I mean? Because I use more than one camera. You see what I'm saying? Where now it's like, okay, well, if I go do this, I know that I'm going to use this particular camera to do this, do that. You know what I mean? And then it's like certain things I was trying, like, just to see what it's going to look like. You know what I mean? And that's what I was saying with this particular camera. Like, I didn't know how it was going to turn out, because with the light, I had to rig something like that'll give me some light to it, because it wouldn't, just a cheap camera where I couldn't get all of the accessories to go with it. So I'm just saying, you're going to see some stuff, you know what I mean, that I actually put together, you know what I mean? And I'm not really impressed, and I'm not really disappointed. Like, it's decent, you know what I mean? And for real, like, you're going to see that the production all right, the quality is all right, you know what I mean? Like, I can honestly say the quality is all right, the sound is okay. It's just me being a little uncomfortable and trying to get used to certain things. And then, like, with the talking points, because what I would like to do is I would like to already have these videos and, like, really go back and start talking to the audience with the videos I already done. So it's like I got to get into the editing part of doing the voiceovers, the overlays, all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. I didn't really learn that on this way, you know what I mean? I learned that on the journey of me actually live streaming, you know what I mean? How to do certain things. Shout out to Lean Song Soon, creators in the building. I'm 1 hour and 2 minutes in. I said I was gonna do about an hour and a half. Like, I ain't gonna just rush out of the house, because I know I won't be here tomorrow. And then I think because I want to just go ahead and just go throw this video up, you know, because I think I got about 2 hours worth of videos I could put up. I just didn't want to put them all up at one time, but because I already got the stuff done, like, I was like, let me just go ahead and just get rid of them, because I don't like sitting on the stuff like this, and then I got to go back and edit, and then once I start editing, I'm going to start changing, I'm going to change it again, I'm going to change it, keep on changing stuff, you know, and it's like, yo, it ain't going to never be done, but if I get it out of my hands, then I ain't got to worry about continuing to pick at it. You know what I mean? It's like a scab. Like, you continue to pick at it, you ain't going to never be happy with it. You know what I mean? Until you, like, just peel the whole scab off. I'm sorry, that's a man thing or a boy thing right there, like picking at the scab. Shout out to my man. What, Trip? Don't do me like that. Come on, book. Shout out to you, man. My man Book Zombies in the house. What's cracking with you, man? Like, you've been doing some things over there. I seen you. You know, I'll be checking you out. You know what I mean? You got your interviews jumping off. You are around some pioneers. Like, this is something that you've been saying that you want to do, something that you've been doing. Like, you ain't new at it. I just want to say salute you. I almost wanted to take it back to the days, back in the day. Salute you, God. Like, remember that back in the day? Everybody used to be God. Like, what's up, God? You know what I'm saying? Like, Book Zombie, one of them people's like, I could say that. You go live. I didn't know you go live, man. Yeah, see, and then I know that you said that, you know, you be checking, you know what I mean? And see, that's the thing. Like, when I got a reputation of going live and people actually looking for me to go live, like, I don't want y'all to be looking for me and I ain't going live. You know what I mean? That I said, yo, let me go ahead and start out here Monday, where I was going to take today off and just come back Wednesday because I felt like I needed the extra time because I'm doing something that I ain't never did before that I want to share with people, but I don't know how y'all going to receive it because it doesn't really have a structure or a point to it. You know what I mean? It's just me actually just getting outside the lab and doing something else to just share. And I think if I put a title on it or I put it in a category, then I'm not gonna put it out because it's the way that people gonna look at it. Like, oh, it's a vlog. It's not a vlog. You know what I mean? It's me practicing. You know what I mean? Like, how else am I gonna get the experience? But I have so many different people that like different things about when I'm exploring and I'm going out and I'm doing stuff around Las Vegas. Like, they like to be out, you know, that I wanted to give y'all something. So I did go out to do some stuff and I'm going to do out some more stuff. But I wanted to get enough content and I didn't realize I had so much content until I took the time off and I put everything together because, see, it's a process when moving the stuff from the camera into the computer and then into the program and then lining it up. It's a whole process in that. And I didn't realize that transferring the stuff was gonna be so long from the memory card. Like, sometimes it just be stressing me out and upsetting me. Shout out to my man Kahana's coming through the door, checking in with the hammer and the 100. Good work, Trips. On what? Ain't even did nothing. No, but Kahana, no, man, I've been working low-key behind the scenes, man. Like, I was telling him and Grizz, you know what I mean? Like, I got like 8 hours worth of content, you know what I mean? But I wanted to try to put something together for it, you know? And then, like, even with my intros and outros, like, I wanted to add an intro to it, you know? But I'm learning certain things just by making more videos of myself that I can learn in the editing to actually better my production in the future. So some of the stuff I have been practicing and playing with, like, I'm just gonna get past and put it out only because it's gonna allow me to get caught up to what I'm recording today. You know what I mean? Like, most of the stuff I'm about to put out, like, I did that months ago. You know what I mean? Like, I'm way past that. I've gotten a little bit more experience, a little bit more of an idea of how I want to do it. I did a little bit more research to kind of find out how other people are doing it. So I don't want to call it a vlog. So when I title it and put it out, it's just going to be like just lost videos or something like that. Just so I then can put it out and not feel so like I'm labeling it as something. You know what I mean? Like, no, this is just extra content. So you need to start your own marketing firm, bro. Yeah, but I feel like I got to do better at marketing myself. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't really never tried to market myself. You know what I mean? Where the content creator that is actually doing the work that you can actually say he out there marketing and so he doing way good. You know what I mean? And I just don't want to keep, you know, bringing it up because it didn't look like, you know what I mean? But Stash Cash, like, he marketed so well, you know what I mean? And then for me, like, it's inspired me to start wanting to take pictures and start wanting to include certain things. So I'm trying to, like, branch out to do certain things I don't normally do, you know what I mean? But I feel like there's a shyness that I'm breaking, you know what I mean, to kind of get out there a little bit more, you know, this year, you know. So with the marketing and stuff, I will try to do better, you know what I mean, at promoting myself and then getting out here actually interacting with people. Like, that's going to start. By the way, Stella's birthday this Friday. Oh, yeah, it is, huh? Is her birthday the 7th or the 4th? You know, just curious to know, like the 3rd. It's one of them days, though. Please hit the like to the stream if y'all don't mind. Can you make me one of those 10-second intros? The ones that I put in the chat yesterday? Like, yeah, of course. And Connor, do you got an iPhone or an Android? Because I need to call you anyway. I need to have a session with you and Grizz and Ike Izzle. So all y'all, I'll be hitting y'all up. But Connor, what kind of phone you got? I'm just curious to know. I want to say Connor got the iPhone. Because if you got the iPhone, I'm about to put you on to something that I learned about. Like, I ain't even know it, you know what I mean? But if you got an Android, like, I can't share that with you, only because, like, that's on. I have both. Okay, let me. I'm gonna send you some after the live stream that it's a free. It's a free. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a free, and you get a limit of some of the stuff that I was putting in yesterday, but. I'm gonna send it to you after this live stream. Just give me a second. And we got 7 people in. We got some people checking in now. Look, I'm gonna try to stay live for like another 15-20 minutes, but I now want to go watch what I'm about to go ahead and upload, just because I feel like I need to get rid of at least 2 hours of it, just so I can get caught up. Because now it's like when I start working on the stuff, like, I want to edit it as soon as I get it. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I don't want to just start letting it stack up and then going back and messing with it, because it just seemed like a bunch of work, man. So let's see. I gotta go, Trib. I'll catch everyone on the next one. Everyone have a safe and blessed day. Thank you, Ambitious as a writer, and you too. I'm gonna start streaming a little later in the evening. Just not today. Like probably like Wednesday, Thursday. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna start stepping out a little bit more this year. Like I said, I just wanted to rest, you know, for taking a year. Like I worked for this last year. I did good for the year as far as being consistent and how much, you know, content I was actually doing, how many live streams I did. I did a few marathons this year and all the rest of that. Now I can honestly say I probably ain't gonna get out here doing no marathons anytime soon, but shucks, you know, I do want to get out here and chill with people, so I will be out here with the StreamYards probably tomorrow. I spoke about it with Eric yesterday, and it's some other things I'm working with that I'm probably going to be able to do tonight. So if y'all get some time and y'all want to start doing some, you have to go downtown. See, and we got to go at night. You know what I mean? But see, that's the thing. Like, I can go with the vlog, but y'all not gonna be able to come with me, and some of y'all will want to go with me. You know what I mean? Just because it's a vibe just chilling at night. It's a vibe just chilling on the live stream. You know, anywhere on the strip or anywhere, just in general. Like, the live stream is where it's at. I'm trying to balance the two. You know what I mean? Just say recording videos is not as fun, but it's fun. I just don't know how it's gonna be. Like when you guys are watching it, like I'll probably be watching it too. But it's not like on Facebook where we can all watch it together and stuff like that. But then again, it's like I don't want to just sit up there watching me with all y'all. Like, how I look? Like, look at it. Watch this, y'all. Look what I said. Look. That ain't me. I think we planning on blowing up some stuff on the 4th. Now see, I really truly didn't have nothing planned for the 4th, but building up to the 4th, I did have something planned, just us being able to hang out and stuff like that. But I'll be vlogging for the 4th, and taking y'all around just to see what the sky is looking like on the 4th. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, little stuff. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to seem like I'm out there vlogging. I'm just out there a cameraman. That's all I am. And I'm just not pointing the camera at everybody and stuff, you know. I'm sure Las Vegas is gonna have some crazy concerts on the 250th. The 250th anniversary. Like, what is that for? Independence? Like, show me something. Little book, little man, look. Let me know what's going on in the history books out here in these streets, man. Like, I'm still learning some things. 1 hour and 14 minutes in. So, that is my final decision, that as soon as I get off this live stream, I'm finna go get it together, you know, and I'm just gonna update it. I'm not gonna put it out in a premiere because I don't expect people to even come through like that. You know what I mean? Like, eventually, you know what I mean? Like, let me get comfortable at doing it, you know what I mean? And then I'll get out there to try to promote it and stuff. But y'all, I'm very compulsive about stuff. When I do something, I do a lot of it. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't do a little bit, only because I'm compulsive. You know what I mean? Like, it's just go all the way in, go big or don't go at all. You know, so still here. Thanks, Brett. Shout out to Brett, you know, and happy belated birthday. You know, his birthday was right after mine. You know what I mean? Brett, did you enjoy your birthday? You know, did you get my shout out? Because I did shout you out. Man, I might randomly show up in Vegas on the 4th. Come on, because I don't have no plans. Like, okay, I had to make that call after this live stream. I was gonna have y'all hold on because I just had an important phone call, but I'll get it right after this live stream because I got about 15 more minutes. I feel like I'm starting to scratch, you know what I mean? Like, my skin is so dry, my hair is so dry, you know, it's just so hot out here, you know, as of lately, that it's just like, dang. Listen, I wanna invite my brother Chris to see if he has. Man, I'm gonna tell you, your brother Chris, yo, if you get your, yo, I'm gonna have to get ready to slide. Because I gotta make this phone call. But anyway, look, Kahana, you get your brother and I get my brother. The last live stream, Pony Boy was out here talking about the DJ, because Pony Boy is a DJ. My family come from DJs, you know what I mean? And I was actually thinking about the video yesterday I was watching at Kahana house of his brother. And the way he did his video yesterday, like, Pony Boy would have probably liked that. And I should have mentioned it yesterday, because Pony Boy is into the DJs, you know what I mean? And I would say, Pony Boy, if you do get a chance to watch this back, or if you do show up, I would tell you, go check out Kahana live stream from yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And the DJ, his brother, you know what I mean? Like, I liked the video setup, like how people will come up talking to him as a DJ, you know what I mean? Like, they give him some of their cup, you know what I mean? He drinking it, you know what I mean? Going back to DJ, and then, you know what I mean? Like, he having conversations with different people. I liked the ambience of the setup in that production, you know what I mean? That I was actually watching it, because I was thinking it'd be dope, because that's the way my brother's setup is, you know what I mean? And I was wondering, you know, straight up, you know, just as far as the DJs go, you know what I mean? Like, that'd be dope to get your brother and my brother to actually link and to meet, because that's a whole different world from what we do, you know what I mean? Like, we are actually into production, but my brother's not really into production and like studios and making music and stuff like that. Like, that ain't my brother's thing, you know what I mean? His thing is the club. And I was just gonna say, you know, like, just like with my brother, like, he ain't gonna play none of our records just because people at the club, they ain't gonna know what that record is. He's a real DJ, you know what I mean? So I want to say, yo, shout out to J-Dog One Party Reed. Chris set that up. All them his friends. One was getting married. Yeah, that was dope. I would honestly say, man, I would entertain the whole time watching it, you know what I mean? Because The production was set up really clear, you know, like it sounded good, it looked good. He would dress really nice, you know what I mean? Like he was vibing, he was feeling the stuff he was playing. I think my brother would like to do stuff like that, but because the DJ don't own the music, they just never really put their stuff out there like that. Look, Book, man, what you think about the DJ these days? Book, you think that the DJ is kind of being eliminated from the game? I remember back in the day when the DJ used to be in the house, boy, he used to be able to be on the hook of every MC's song. You know what I mean? It seemed like the DJ, boy, back in the day, the DJ was on the front of the song and the artist followed after the DJ. You know what I mean? Like a DJ Jazzy Jeff or a DJ Cut Creator. It was like some old school DJs back in the day, you know what I mean, that actually had a name that came out when they was with the rapper. That I would just, we need DJs still. And you see, again, I would never talk bad about the DJ because I come from a family of DJs. You know what I mean? Like my brother, he been DJing since them house party days. You know what I mean? Like that's way before the playlist. You know, and the DJ is the producer 100% now. Whoo, man, the DJ is the engine to the party. You know what I mean? Like if you don't got you a real DJ at the party, you know, your party ain't gonna be hype because the DJ can just really determine the atmosphere of what record to play, you know. And maybe I just know my brother. I know he ain't gonna let me get out here and just interview him and talk to him about DJing and stuff. But I would like to, you know, only because when he cuts my hair, like, we actually have a great conversation, you know, and we talked about a couple of different things when it came to the music. So I got a haircut on Wednesday, and that's when I was actually going to get back out here. I know I'll be busy tomorrow. I'm only so it is my laptop. I'm just saying, just because earlier I was trying to figure it out. But I was just saying earlier, you know, that I didn't think I was going to be able to do a live stream today because I had an Apple appointment to get my phone fixed. And now I realize it's not until tomorrow. I was just thinking, am I in the app? I think I'm in the app. I don't think I'm in YouTube app. I think I'm in this other app. So, okay, every DJ makes beats. You would think that, but my brother don't. He never has, you know what I mean? And I've always tried to get him to do it because as a DJ, he had a sampler, you know what I mean? And I was like, boy, I would play with a sampler and I would find ways to make me a beat out of just like one of the instrumentals he had. Like he had all the instrumentals. DJs keep the instrumentals. But he just never got into production, you know what I mean? Like with studio and stuff. I think it's because my brother really never wanted to deal with rappers. You know what I mean? People with demos. Like, he don't want you to pass him his demo. That's why he really don't like people to know his name. Like, when he out and stuff like that. Like, if I'm with DJ Finesse, he don't want me to tell people I'm with DJ Finesse. But don't tell him who I am. I'll just be... We say most, yeah. No, because I always try to get him into it, you know what I mean? But my brother different, you know what I mean? Like, most of the rappers out here, they was trying to pass they demo to him, you know what I mean? Because he worked for the radio station at one time. But just in general, I just don't think he's ever really been into producing. And I was asking him, you know what I mean? Like, well, how do you feel about, like, music industry and AR music and all the rest of this? Like, would you play it? And he was like, no. And he was like, well, I was like, wow. He said, because they don't know the song. Like, they actually have to know the song that he's playing at the club. Like, he'll play a Biggie all day. Now, if you playing a knockoff Biggie, he don't want that record. You know what I mean? It's just something that is just so natural about his DJing ability. You know what I mean? That the typical DJ, like you would think, you know what I mean, they into production and all the rest of that. And they mixing and stuff like you would think, but I couldn't understand it, you know what I mean? And I still can't understand it, you know, because, again, you know, DJ had all the equipment, you know what I mean? But that's why I used to go and just use his equipment to record myself before I started getting my own studio equipment. But I wanted to get more into recording myself, he wasn't into ever like talking. Like he's a DJ that don't talk. Some DJs, they just don't talk. You know what I mean? But when he was working on the air, like he wanted to get on and he would talk and he would sound like a DJ SNS or a DJ Clue. I don't know if people know who SNS is. The mixtapes, that's how you used to be able to get the music back in the day, especially from an SNS, boy, or a Clue. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about brand new artists. I mean, not even artists, brand new songs that artists would come with. They would basically come out on a mixtape. You know, there you go, right there. Pony Boy Go. If you get an opportunity, and I meant to say this earlier when you was talking about the DJ and we was talking about BDB and we was talking about basically the DJ and regular producers, beats and stuff. If you get an opportunity, check out Kahana live stream from yesterday. His little brother was out there doing a party, and he's a DJ, but his setup was something dope, and I think you would actually dig that. A producer makes beats. A DJ spins tracks. But I will say that it was one time that it was just about the DJ. You know what I mean? And the DJ got all the credit, you know. But for some reason, they got rid of the DJ when the MC started writing his own hooks. You know what I mean? Like Terminator. What was it? DJ Terminator? Terminator X. Was it Terminator? Certain DJs, you know what I mean? Like you probably will never hear them again because that era is over with. Like you got to bring it back. And the way you bring it back for the DJ is you put the DJ back on the hook. Take the artist off the hook, put the DJ back on the hook, and let you cut and let you mix and let you do all the rest of it. Like Pony Boy, like there's an actual position we can get you to mix on some stuff, like if that's what you do. It's rare to find a new DJ that's what I meant. You know what it is though, but most DJs don't even cut no more. You know what I mean? Like they don't scratch and do none of that because it seemed like the equipment has changed. People don't use vinyl no more. Like my brother, he still got all his records. I'm talking about from the 90s. I'm talking about he got a bunch of records. And you used to hate to make him, you would used to hate when he used to move because he the type person when he moved, he want to put all his records in alphabetical order. So you moving them, he moving them in alphabetical order. You know what I mean? And most DJs these days don't have the equipment where they're using vinyl. You know what I mean? Like most of them are using the little and they spinning with those, you know what I mean? Because all you got to do is digitally have a song from a library and you can scratch with it. Different hats often assumed to be the same due to the stage names, including the title of DJ, while sometimes them no actual big DJs. I want y'all to look at up Mark Wabillet. People still use vinyls. It's just not in y'all worlds or come on, man. Like how you gotta? Why we can't just talk? Like why we gotta be so judgmental? Why you jabbing at us? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting up here telling you, like my brother still got vinyl. I'm come from a family of DJs. Been DJing my whole life. I just ain't never DJ or spent no party. I'm thinking DJ Premier. Now, that's a good one. DJ Premier, because DJ Premier, he did all Nas joints. The first joint, that man Premier, boy. A lot of them records, man, that Nas came out with was on a Clue tape or on a DJ SNS tape. That's when I first heard Nas, Biggie, Wu-Tang. I was hearing them on mixtapes, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about like they didn't have their project together or none of that stuff. Like you just hear one of their songs. Dope. I'm talking about, man, and then when they dropped their album, that's when they would That's when you will hear that whole album. But you will sometimes hear one of the songs that you heard from the mixtape. But the mixtape used to be where you used to be able to hear unsigned artists. Like, maybe we should get back into the mixtape, because we actually got a mixtape getting ready to come out. I'm just gonna say, look, I'm not jabbing, just saying, it's out here. Y'all just ain't used to it. I'm used to it. That's what I'm trying to say. They might not be used to it. I guess I'm the one catching the. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep saying, like, I come from a family of DJs. Like, I get it. They don't get it. Like, you keep putting me in the same category as them. Like, no, they don't get it, but I do. And Book do too. Why? Because we know hip hop. They don't know. Turntablism. DJs and turntable. And see, that's the thing. Like, see, y'all, and then see, some of y'all from New York, and y'all actually been around the game a long time to see how it was actually growing up. You know what I mean? Like, I want to agree with y'all on a lot of stuff. Like, seriously, man. Like, low. It's really real talk. Let's see. I'm just saying it. Is that back in the days, DJs like DJ Premier were considered DJs. Nowadays, you don't have DJs like the most DJs just simply spin records. That's a true right there. Like, and that's what I was saying as far as the vinyl. Like, a lot of people ain't walking around with vinyl. I don't know if you can even go to the record store no more. Like, they don't even have record stores. I don't even think they got CDs no more. Like, everything's online, you know what I mean? It's not like back in the day, but I was just saying, you know, most of the turntables and stuff, like a DJ's not using a 1200 no more. Like, remember the techniques? Like, if you had a 1200, only because I used to watch my brother, man. Like, my brother used to DJ every minute of his day. He used to think he was like GQ from Juice. You know what I mean? Because he looked like him. You know what I mean? He had a slope and everything, just like him. You know what I mean? Dark skin and everything. Like, they used to call him Q. Oh my God. Let's see. Book 100. That's true. We may be thinking differently in terms of the word DJ. Now that might be true. The word DJ, like disc jockey, because that's how I was raised. Like, my father is a disc jockey. He'll go on the radio and he'll play music. He'll play rhythm and blues, old classic music. But when it comes to him doing an open forum, you know what I mean, like a promotional set or something like that, he wouldn't go there with his equipment and DJ with his records and all the rest. Sometimes. But other than that, he could just go there with his setup, you know what I mean, and play his program. And then that's what it is, you know what I mean? But I would say there's different types of DJs, because some battle and some don't. You know what I mean? Some spin anniversary joints, you know what I mean? Or house parties. Like, a real DJ, he do house parties. I'm just saying, like, man, I used to go to everybody house party back in the day. My brother used to DJ. DJ Premier does a radio show on Rock the Bells Radio on Sirius Radio. Oh, for real? Premier dope. Literally what I was saying, but I think why does it feel stuck? I think hip hop really needs some genres. Sub genres. The DJs versus MCs. Is that something that we should mention to BDB? Because I don't know that a lot of people are inspiring to be DJs as much as they used to be. Like, like, before, you didn't have a whole bunch of rappers trying to rap. You know what I mean? But you had DJs that stepped out from being DJs to rapping, like a Pete Rock. I can't say nothing was wrong with it, but I'm just saying certain people were great at DJing. Like, if DJ Jazzy Jeff would have stepped out of the box and then became more of a rapper, his career probably would have took off eventually. But for some reason, the DJ didn't get as familiar as the MC. Let's see. Formerly, outside the culture, there are no hip hop subgenres. We labeled them as hip hop heads ourselves. It's very difficult to categorize it ourselves. So what y'all saying is we need to bring it back for the DJ. You know what I mean? Because the DJ is actually being silenced these days. You know what I mean? People aren't as into it as they used to. There's this one chick, she used to be on Facebook and she used to do her little DJ live sessions. Yo, that junk used to be popping with some of the stuff that she was mixing together. You know what I mean? But you really gotta be a popping DJ to get out there to make a move on it. Like, if you ain't making no moves, like, really, that's on the DJ. Let's see, Europe has DJs that can just spin. Listen, not true at all. Hold on. Well, let's see. Hold on. We labeled them as all right. It might be a difference of environments. The Midwest and the East Coast is more about DJing that lyricism. The Anna Garcia's, I'm back with a cookie. Man, see how you act with them sweets? That's what I'm saying, man. Let me see. Not true at all. Europe has a DJ that can spin because they like techno. Now that's a big thing with DJing. Is techno music. Like I will say that. Like, I remember when techno music first came out. So I will say with Book, like, I think you might be onto something. Just in a sense, let's shout out to Grinlock. I see you, 7 a.m. for me, coffee time. So he's out there in Australia. Australia is in the building. Let me see. Rock and roll fans don't identify with turntablism. They call it all hip hop. Book, you onto something right there. Book, you onto something right there. And you might have to get out there and protest that. You know what I mean? Because you're right. You know what I mean? Like, it's all covered under one umbrella. You know what I mean? And that's making some sense to me right there. Let's see. Trip, hip hop, trap, mumble rap, etc. All subgenres of hip hop. Subgenres, because you could call it mumble rap. You can call it trap. See, but does it all fall under one umbrella? Like, can you say that's just trap music right there? Like, I just, music is music. Like, if it's a, what is trap music? Like a T.I. or is trap music a Lil Jeezy? You see what I'm saying? Like, what is trap music? You know, is there a certain artists that actually you could say he makes trap music and then call him trap, you know what I mean? Or does it fall under hip hop to be under the whole umbrella that trap music is going to be compared to Tupac? You know what I mean? Like, you can't actually separate them if they're all under the same umbrella. You know what I mean? Like, some people are like, well, this category goes with this. You can't put every category together to say this competes or compares to. I see what some of y'all. Shout out to my friend Lady Me is coming to the house. What's going on, Lady? Like, you getting enough rest? Now, it's a little early for you to be out here. Like, hold on now. Make sure you get all your rest. We need to see you on your live stream smiling today, okay? Trib, shout out to you, Lady Me. I appreciate you being in the house. That's my good friend. Let's see, we label hip hop as all some genres. You can't have it have some genres and then we can't even agree in this conversation. Okay, hold on. Okay, so okay. So with like an R&B, like they have different genres of it. Like, it's not just R&B. It breaks up to like a rhythm and blues. It goes back to like a right? Neo soul, like it all breaks into something, but it all falls under one umbrella, or does it become its own category? And that's what we saying as far as rap. Like, it does seem like it don't matter what generation of rap, it don't matter what year it came out. Like, you rap is rap. Let's see, we can call it trap. But see, I don't even know what a trap music is. Like, I don't know what artist, whoever did trap. Like, I just know that you can use it to create something, and there's a genre of it, but just as it's being its own category, like I don't see that, because they're gonna compare it to, you know, a Biggie Smalls. You know what I mean? Like it's still gonna get compared to rap. Like rap is rap, right? Let's see. I've been to European nightclubs in Italy, in England, and Germany. Those DJs got a lot of samples loaded in their mix machines. They can actually create on the, and now, see, that is what goes with the techno and the stuff like that. You know what I mean? Let's see. Negative from Pony Boy. Go negative. As a DJ, you can use these genre tags to find these different types of music, literally listed under the term subgenres. Isn't trap isn't its own category? Gridlock, can you name an artist from the trap category? Just curious to know, because I can't. I don't know. Maybe I just ain't listen to music. Shout out to Aria Manilows in the house. Hi, morning, how are you? I'm good, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. What you doing up this early? Like, y'all don't believe in getting no sleep. You and Lady Me, like, look, all her friends trying to find something to do. What, y'all bored when y'all sleeping? Let me know. Let's see again. Hold on. In your opinion, rap isn't? But my definition and classification, it is. I don't know. Again, how does it have subgenre if we are all not in a some on it? Morning, how are you? Let's see. Thanks for your support to my channel. Yeah, I came by. You know what I mean? I'm trying to come by again with that. You happen to be live when I was looking for people live. That's what I was trying to say earlier. But some people didn't understand that. You know what I mean? Like looking for the notification, like. You know how many people I'm subbed to with the notification on? Like, oh Lord. Let's see. In that case, how do we label hip hop abroad? Oh. So that's like a foreign basketball team, you know what I'm saying? Like, right? So they still are accepted into the league, right? And it becomes one brand, right? So they still have their own league. So overseas artists, are they foreign artists? Yes, they are. But does it fall under the same umbrella? I mean, there's other people from other countries that are out here competing for the same awards. Whatever the award show is saying the genre is, I guess, because sometimes you do see some award shows, you like, how is that in the same category? Like, can we both agree to that? Let's see. If you ask a year, hold on, let me go back. T.I., in that case, okay, that book brought the abroad situation on. Now that's a good one. Book, come up with some words to that. As the artist, they will tell you themselves, bro. I am an artist. Is it y'all talking to each other? Like, I thought y'all was talking to me. Only just because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's heated towards me or y'all heated with each other. You know what I mean? Like, y'all understand? Like, we just got an opinion. Like, this ain't. Let's see. In reality, artists would take it as disrespect to categorize the music. So it's very difficult conversation with an artist. Let's see. Google says trap is a subgenre of hip hop. See, and that's what we were saying. It's still under the same umbrella. Thanks, Brett, for doing a little bit of research on that one, only because Brett know hip-hop too. Now, Brett, I don't know if you connected with Book, but I need you to get with Book Zombie. That's somebody out here that, Brett, I'm sure that you're going to like listening to some of the stuff he's doing, some of the artists that he is in contact with interviewing and stuff. Like, yo, Brett, link up with Book Zombie. Let's see. genre, subgenre. Yeah, y'all got it. LOL. At the end of the day, I talk to artists directly that been on major labels and have been in the game for 30 plus years. Shout out to my man Book Zombie. That's what I was telling you right there, Brett. Like, that's credentials. Like, I know he got the credentials. You can lead a horse type beat. You can lead a horse type beat. A horse beat? Y'all got it. Y'all are correct. Hold on, I seen that come in. Shout out to Lady Ann's channel. Appreciate you coming by. How you doing? Like, look, that's another one of Lady Me's friend. You up right now? I'm telling you, y'all don't believe in sleeping at this hour, do you? A horse type beat, boy. I'm trying to figure it out. Trap music originated in early 2000s in Atlanta, Georgia. Pioneered by rappers like T.I., Gucci Mane, and Young Jeezy, along foundational producers like Shorty Red and DJ Now this is Australia out here doing research. So a T.I. and a Lil Jeezy. I did say that for trap music. So that's what we would be looking at. But then you can also put them in the category of what, hip hop, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that trap music is exactly what I'm saying. So you're going to put trap music against like another artist like a Tupac. You're going to put them against like a Nas. So it's all one genre. You know what I mean? Like, it don't matter whether you mumble rap, whether you trap music, whether you West Coast music, because remember the West Coast gangster rap, it was still in comparison with other genres of rap. So it's like no, it doesn't break down. It's all under one category. T.I. is trap. Y'all got it. Let's see. I don't want to debate. Y'all win. Nah, you were making some great points, and I respect what you're saying. You know what I mean? I respect what everybody's saying in the chat. If you go to Asia or Europe and you say the word rap, they automatically say hip hop. I'm just saying, you know, that seemed to be what the conversation is, and it seemed to be what actual factual proof is. It don't everything gonna fall under the same category. Like, I don't care if you making conscious rap or you making Christian rap. No. Christian rap has its own genre of music. It's not the same as rap. And then Christian rap is not the same as conscious rap. But conscious rap is the same as rap. Like, conscious rap is gonna go up against the gangsters. I mean, a West Coast gangster rap, you know what I mean? Like, all the rest of that, you know what I mean? Only because Christian rap is seen to have its own genre. Let me see. What would you categorize the Roots as? Hip hop. You know, well, is there an urban hip hop? And for me, I would say that more like a conscious rap. You know what I mean? Because then you can put that up against like a Lupe Fiasco, or you could put that up against the Fugees. Like, the Fugees. The Fugees was conscious. Not, well, I don't even say that they was conscious, but they were making hits. Like, you making hits, you ain't got no genre, no category. You in the rap. Like, all it is like you gonna win the award or not. So I'm just saying, like it does have its ups and downs to the conversation, but I really don't think there's a right or wrong in it, because it's us that we are actually saying this is the stuff that is categorized from what we believe, but it's actually the world that actually categorizes the stuff to compete against one another. And in the end, man, all we are is just supporters. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to call us no fans. We ain't listening to celebrities like we used to back in the day. Like, man, for us these days, the days of celebrities are over. And now it's starting to be content creators are becoming these celebrities, because Nobody's looking up to these celebrities. When I was young, I never looked up to celebrities anywhere. I looked up to my homeboys, like my bigger homeboys, you know, the people that treated me like brothers, you know what I mean? Like I was looking up to them. The Roots is a hip hop crew. Genres of rap, but then we say rap isn't hip hop. Rap is definitely hip hop. It's gonna always be hip hop. You know, I'm just gonna make sure I say that only because I don't think rap and hip hop could be separated. You know what I mean? Right? I mean, hip hop came from rap, right? Or did rap come from hip hop? Then what is hip hop? I'm hip hop. Let's see, you can't see how we can't break it down. We can say rap isn't hip hop, but then we say trap isn't a subgenre of. I don't think that's for me. I think that's gonna bring Pony Boy out the background. But no, but I mean, y'all making a good point. But I thought I was trying to jump in the middle to say I don't think there's a right or a wrong. You know what I mean? Like seriously, but like that's a good point right there in the chat. You know, that you can't break down rap and hip hop. Like so gangster rap is a genre of hip hop, right? You know what I mean? Like there's different genres, but in reality, if you put them in a award show, I don't care what genre you are, you still gonna fall under hip hop. You know, that's just what it is, I believe. Look, hear me out. I told you gonna come out the background. Boy, y'all be coming up in this joint, be having y'all smooth debates. Like low key, y'all be okay. It's all love, respect. It shows that we all have passion and love for music. That's what's dope. Shout out to you, Book. That's the way to look at it. There is also rap metal. I mean, I'm just saying, like, what does it fall under? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is it going to fall under hip-hop or rock and roll? You know what I mean? Like, heavy metal got its own joint. Like, you going to find it in heavy metal? Ray Dog Gaming, you 100% right. Shout out to you, Ray Dog. Appreciate you joining the live stream, man. What's going on with you? I am subscribed to you. We in the house, Ray Dog. You know, if you want to add into the conversation, like, man, you a mod, you know, get to know some people in the chat. Let the people in the chat get to know you, how you met Book Zombie before, you know, and Pony Boy Gold. Like, these are some people that really know hip-hop. And shout out to the DJ. Like, Pony Boy Gold is a DJ. But Pony Boy Gold, I don't even think you listen to hip-hop. Tell the truth. I'm just playing. Let me see. Let's see. Rap metal artists like Rage Against the Machine. See. When you say the title, you got to think about it. Rage Against the Machine, that's gonna go under rock and roll and gonna go over there. Like that ain't gonna be the same as hip hop. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what award show you put them in. I don't think that they're gonna be in the same category. Let me just say that. Rage Against the Machine, we know who they is. That's not hip hop. Let's see. Body Count is Ice-T rap. The only reason why they're gonna count Ice-T is because it's Ice-T. You know what I mean? He came with gangster rap. Y'all gotta remember the stuff y'all saying. And is genius level hip hop. The average people can't break this stuff down. Come on, Book. Come on. Let's see, because you are making a point with Cube. Ice-T, that's gangster rap. Now, I will say that they did branch out aside of hip hop, but that's because they already knew that they already had hip hop. They already considered that. You know what I mean? But these are people they didn't found movies, they didn't found TV shows, they didn't found reality shows, they didn't found everything else outside of the music. So they did branch out to find different genres. That's no different than like Beyonce. She's in R&B. What did she do? She went to cross over to a new genre. She went to country. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shucks, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, are they gonna still sit? No. They had a problem. They had a problem because in the award show, one of the things that Beyonce had did, they put the country music in a hip hop category, and people was tripping like that's not R&B. That's a country. You know what I mean? So they were like, they need to go over there with country and let her compete with these country artists. Remember that? So then they went over there, started competing with the country artists, and what they say, she's trash. They were saying she was not good as a country artist. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. Maybe it's just me. Let me see. Y'all gotta remember. Let's see. Ice-T. Let's see. Rap is rhythm and poetry, rhythmatic speech over cadence. Let's see. But if Ice-T and boycotts count, Rage Against also count. No. First, shout out to DJ Sunny Side Up. Like, I don't even think he's a DJ. You know what I mean? Like, Book, you might got a great point and example with DJ Sunny Side Up. He's making beats. He's a producer. But he's walking around with the DJ title. We got two DJs in the chat. We need a battle right now between DJ Sunny Side Up and Pony Boy Gold. Period. Like, we gotta get this all out the way. Which one of them is the real DJ? Which one of them is the producer? Stop. Okay, my fault, Book. William Gilbert. Yo, shout out to you, William Gilbert, man. I want to say thank you again for that birthday donation. Like, look, you was the one that blessed me on my birthday, William Gilbert. Between you and Kahana, I want to thank y'all. Just really, truly, thank you a lot. I just want to make sure I just say that because I truly appreciated it. One day I was like, man, you know what? I really, been looking for William Gilbert. Once I see him again, I want to truly thank him again. Shout out to you for checking in with the hammer and the hunting. Appreciate you and, appreciate the love. I appreciate you, William, because you've been with me for like 3 years, you know what I mean? And I'm still out here. Today's my first day to start my new year, so I'm gonna come back out here probably Wednesday or whatnot, but I'm about to get out here and I'm about to start working. I got some stuff that I've been working on. Right now I'm getting ready to go and present just a little video that I've been working on. I mean, that I worked on. It's stuff I've already recorded. I'm about to release some stuff and just kind of get used to just vlogging. So I'll be looking into doing some stuff. If you guys are looking for something to watch, you can come check it out. Pony Boy versus Zombie debate. Ooh. Now, let me know. Like, do y'all want me to be a part of that, or y'all gonna go to each other's channel, or do y'all want to come here to do it? Because in the end, I got the StreamYards. I'll come back out here another day that we can go ahead and do that if that's something that y'all want to do. But we gotta make sure we just being respectful in the end, y'all. Some people like we gotta be all right to disagree. Shout out to Beth Beltran is in the house. Oh, you were in. I'm late, BFF. Nah, you ain't late. You ain't never late. I've just been here for almost 2 hours, and I just wanted to come out here and stay on it as much as I could. But I'm enjoying just the people. I'm enjoying the conversation, and you don't want it either. You don't want it either. All respect. Just wake up, be fine. Okay, yeah, well, good morning to you, but boy, look here, we got some heat up in the chat. And if y'all say it's cool, like y'all tell me when, and I'll come back out here, you know what I mean, when you guys got the time for it. On this particular device, I got 1%, so I definitely got to get ready to check out just because I'm already 2 hours in. But I think that we got a healthy. Look, I wish you a wonderful day, Miss Beth, from William Gilbert. Look, he is 71. 71. Who's 71? DJ Cool Herc. Oh, still alive. We could do it. We could do it tonight on the DJ Battle League. Like, Book, what you think? You know what I mean? Only because it did sound like hold on. It did say Pony Boy versus Zombie. You know what I mean? Like, is it Pony Boy versus, or is it Book Zombie versus? Like, who versus who? And then Pony Boy took it to the Battle League. Like, I don't know, man. Like, is that fair? You know what I mean? Like, he gonna be around other DJs, you know what I mean? That's gonna be out there on your side. Like, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Good morning, BFF. Good morning to you, Beth. We could do it tonight. Let me see. There's a whole app for this. There's an app for it? Let's go. What's the app for? What? Hey, Book, man, I gotta get you my number, man, and I gotta get in touch with you, man. Let's do it. With Tribs as a ref, can I come out there and do that? Like, is there a certain app for it, like, that we can all be together? Like, how that work? Oh, my phone just went dead. Damn, I can't even see the chat. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna get it back. This jump right here seems like it's gonna be fun, man. I like stuff like this. All right, let's see. We can make a private room in there. Hey, Book, are you on Facebook? Cause I gotta get Book connected. Because I'm connected with Pony Boy. If you are on Facebook, I'm gonna put my Facebook in the chat for you, Book. This is my Facebook. If you are connected. And then that way I can connect you two on Facebook. All right, so that's my Facebook name right there, Book. And that's my full gov to get me to get you connected on Facebook. And then, like I said with Pony Boy Go, like if you send me the app to connect with you and I could get it to Book, then we can kind of all get together and link. So that's how we do that right there. Okay, bet. Yeah, if you like, you should be able to. That should take you direct to my Facebook. If not, this is the other way to get in touch with me right here. Just because I want you to have that anyway. Because man, Book Zombie good peoples, man. At gmail.com. Okay, there you go, Book. That's my I will prepare my daughter going to school. Oh, for real, baby Ashley going to school. Shout out to you, baby Ashley and Beth Beltran out there. What time? What time is it here? It's 3:00 here. You guys I think are on the same time. Like, I think both of y'all right now, it should be like 6:00 for both of you guys. You know, so that would be, you know, however way y'all want to do it, but boy, it seemed like this is the type of stuff we like right here. Look, around 6:00. Ooh. Okay, so both of y'all got the same time at 6:00. So anyway, I am connected with Pony Boy. I just need to get connected with Book Zombie, but I needed to get connected with him anyway. Let's see, Brett. But see, that's the thing. Like y'all know everybody else want to see that junk. You know what I mean? Like we don't got no audience up there, you know what I mean, that see it here, you know what I mean, like they want to know what's going on, and if we gonna go over there and we gonna do it, like how they gonna be able to see it, you know what I mean? So I just want y'all to keep it in mind, like we could do it whenever y'all want to. Just let me know. The Temptations are good. The Temptations, right? You know, because I'm for whatever, you know, just because, man, it's just us growing, man, and us being together. We trying something new, something different. I think it's going to be fun, you know, as long as we can just be out here respectful. I'm just going to be the ref, you know what I mean? Hopefully we can come out, we're going to throw some good punches, you know what I mean? Somebody might get clean knocked out. Now, I did see Book out here before on the debate, you know what I mean? The dude that never came back after he lost the debate. Then again, he could have been struggling with some things too. We found out some certain things about that debate. You know what I'm saying? It was some enhancers out there. Somebody was on the supplements. What did it say? They was on the supplements. I don't want to say it, only because I don't want to. It was just funny. It's easier if we do it right here, fam. Man, I get the StreamYards and let me know when y'all got time. I'll go do it. You guys say it's 6 o'clock where you guys are at. You know, it's whatever. Otherwise, I won't be back until Wednesday, you know, but again, you know, man, I like to have fun, man, and y'all are willing to have fun and y'all are willing to talk and chill. Now, look, I would say, just in case that debate doesn't go all the way, you know, the full duration of it, we should come with a second part of that. And that would be like, what do y'all think about AI in the music? Only because, like, I'm just curious to know, because Ponyboy is very vocal on that as well. And I'm trying to see if we can stir up a little more static between the two. You know what I mean? About something like maybe we should just dig a little deeper to see what else we could debate about. You know, that would be fun too. 9 p.m. here. That's 3 hours from now. Like, is that too late for y'all? Like, let me know. You know, fire in the topic. Fire in the chat. Beth, I appreciate you still being in the house. Thank you very much. Okay, I see the fire. So it looked like I'm coming back here tonight. Not at all. I'm down. Man, this is for good sport right here. This is for good sport. Where do you live? Where do you live? That is 9 p.m. No, they talk about 9 p.m. tonight. Be here or be square. Like, we got a whole battle debate getting ready to jump off. You always welcome, BFL. Thank you. Let's meet here then. 9 p.m. sharp. I'm about to go get this stuff together right now. I'm gonna set it up, and we'll be back tonight at 9 o'clock. Now, it's 6 o'clock for me, but 9 o'clock for you guys. Now, would y'all like me to put together some type of thumbnail, or what y'all want to do? Like, let me just put together something smooth. Like, it ain't gonna be like nothing really. Unless y'all want to, like, let me know. Like, this a live stream I'm only doing because y'all say y'all coming back through, and we do got a little bit of shucks. 3 hours from now, Brett. And see, Brett gotta be here because Brett like hip hop. You know what I mean? But see, I don't know that. I don't know. Ponyboy, like, I just want to tell you, like, if we getting out here to talk hip hop, you want to be careful. You know what I mean? Only because, like Book might throw the power drive at you. You know what I mean? When it comes down to talking hip hop now. You know what I mean? But when it come down to talk about the DJ, now that will really the conversation right there. And I believe that you guys are really kind of from the same age group. I'm not sure. I know that you both younger than me though. But I think you guys are about the same age group. Let's see. Ariane is in the house. Sorry not to BG. I'm live at the moment. Hi, Book. Shout out to you. Ariane, 41 in the chat. To Ponyboy, like, says how old is you? Let's see. Hey, Brett Glaso. Ariane is saying hello to you guys, you know what I mean? And she in the house, you know, she's saying she's a little busy, but she in the background. She said, "Okay, bye," and she dipped on y'all. Thank you. You know, see, mine of a 60. Now, I believe that Book. I believe, like, nah. I'm still a young man. Why y'all be trying to lie y'all age up, keep y'all age a secret and stuff? Like, come on, man. He gave you his age, like, he don't even want to tell you his age. Like, look, he probably still in his 20s. Like, look, we're going to find out. Ponyboy is a young buck, like, for real. Look, how old is this? That's what I'm saying. Like, look, you got to know, you know, what you going up against. You know, I'm 34. Look, I don't know, Book, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, this debate right here, it might be a little, I don't know, man. It might not be fair just because he said it too. Only because I know when it come down to Book, when he come down to the facts of history when it comes to hip hop is different. But see, I don't think that is the debate. The debate is the DJ. You know what I mean? And if we talking music, like I believe I was 16. Let's see, I was 16 when he was 6. See, you're right. The arthritis might F up his transitions. Shots fired. Like, how he got arthritis at 41, man? Boy, they going back at it though. I guess he felt some kind of way, Book, when you said I was 16 when he was 6. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he took that. You know what I mean? Like, hold on now. Oh my gosh. Fire in the chat, like, Book with it, boy. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I love me some Book, boy. Book me with Dynamite. What you saying, Pony Boy? Dynamite. Like, what you saying? Only because, like, man, this is a DJ, you know? Like, look, what happened to DJ Sunny Side Up? I thought we had a DJ battle up in this joint. We need to give him a 5-minute spot. Oh, snap. Did he just give you some spot time? Like a head start? Oh, dog, man. And see, I've been trying not to instigate, man, just trying to stay out of the situation. But dang, that's kind of rough right there. You know what I mean? When you got the old head telling the young buck, go ahead, I'm gonna give you a head start. You get 5 minutes to go ahead and just run a full lap. That's funny to me, man. I'm sorry, that's funny. Man, y'all want to reconsider this, man? We could set it up for another one. Like, y'all know, we don't have to do this tonight. Like, we can actually come back and we can kind of promote it some more, you know what I mean, and get it ready, you know, and tell y'all ready for this. Like, I think it's kind of early on right now. I don't think y'all ready. I want the smoke. I hang around old heads my whole life, bro. It's good, big dog. Always eat first. Ooh. Man, every time Book, I'll be thinking that he ain't got nothing to say, you know what I mean? Like, he said he gonna eat first. Like, you gonna wait to eat your cornbread. Book. Wu-Tang for the kids. I gotta slow him down just because, like, Book might not like that one, you know what I mean? What you mean you gonna eat first? When you got the young man telling the older dude, like, I'm gonna eat first, like, that right there is kind of, he said let him study. We can do that and promote it. Okay, well, because it's my first day back, like, I don't think we should get out here today with the smoke. But if y'all want the smoke, like, we can get out here and throw that smoke. But I think that I like to talk the mess. You know what I mean? Like, when we sit out here and we building up the anticipation, and then we come out here and we get it done, like, that's gonna be fun. But I just think that the debate ain't gonna last so long, because we are just talking about the debate with the DJ, you know what I mean? And I can honestly say that both of y'all did put up some swings today. Nobody got knocked out, and I did want to say it was kind of a TKO draw, a split decision. You know what I mean? But we don't want to keep it as a split decision. Like, we do need a final decision out here, you know what I mean? And I know that eventually it's just going to take some time for us to just get out here and move in that particular... Call the kids a prodigy. I'm available in the evening all week. It ain't gonna last long at all. Book, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was to do a debate, I want to do the debate with the dude that you already debated with. Like, I want to bring that debate into the open, because we had so much fun that particular day. And the dude was talking mess as far as knowing hip hop and that he had hip hop and all. Like the next time he come back by, man, that's the debate I was looking for. He said, I'm playing. Yeah, he ran. Book know what he talking about. That's one thing, you know what I mean, when it comes to hip hop. Like, look, I might have to get you somebody that you can actually debate. Like, it might be one of my cousins now. One of them might get out here and swing, you know, for bloody knuckles when it comes to hip hop. Like, they know they hip hop. But again, like, I can't promise that anytime soon, you know what I mean? But I'm rocking with Book when it comes down to the knowledge of hip hop, only because I seen him out here with some scuffles, and I seen the dude, he ain't been back on the block since. And I told the dude that day, like, yo, when my homeboy Book come through, he gonna run you from up out of here. And sure enough, like, the dude ain't been back. You know what I mean? So I just want to say that. I'll destroy everyone. Man, if you don't get up out of here, Frank. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Now, if we get out here and we debate scripture, that's different, you know what I mean? Because Frank would be one of the ones I would call, be like, Frank, man, there's somebody out here that say they got the scripture, you know what I mean? They said you ain't got it, you know. And I would call Frank, because Frank would be able to come out here and defute whatever, you know what I mean? But I will say that we just innocent innocent bystanders, Frank. Like, we don't want to get into this. Like, you're gonna get swung on. Listen, we all learned some dope hip hop. That's dope too, and that's real. You know what I mean? Because I like that that's the conversation. You know, what people didn't know is I've always wanted to do a hip hop roundtable. You know, but it just takes a lot of people to talk hip hop. Like, that is a very, very knowledgeable, educational experience that you got to know about when you're going out here to talk about it, because it's no different than the Bible. Like, I don't try to debate it, you know what I mean? I come out here to study it, I come out here to share some stuff and all the rest of that, but I ain't want to teach it, you know what I mean? But again, you know what I mean? Like, I never had one particular thing I'm trying to just focus and do, you know? So I try to leave my platform open to do whatever we want to do, you know what I mean? So I just need y'all to know, even if we don't do it today, like, we're always available to do whatever. Like, it don't never have to always be a debate. You know what I mean? I know we just be in the chat talking mess and stuff like that, but it's just good to see that we can interact with each other, disagree, and we can still get along. You know what I mean? Like, that's the big thing for me, because we don't need no war out here with the brothers, man, when we all building. Let's see, what I miss. I'm busy packing up my muscle shirts for the... I ain't messing with you. I ain't messing with you today, man. Like, stop, man. Only because I ain't say nothing about your muscle shirts or the tie-dye. Like, it's tie-dye too, you know what I mean? Like, Pony Boy be wearing the rags around his arms like wristbands. He gonna come through with a headband on. That's what I'm telling you. Like Rambo. Like, seriously, like, he's a warrior. Safari type, you know what I mean? I think he got dreadlocks. I'm just playing. Let's see, oh wow, like, look. No, only because one day I said that he be wearing muscle shirts. Like, man, you don't want to mess with somebody that got muscle shirts on, like, and he getting ready to pack one of them joints for the battle. Like, see, it'd be different if Book was a DJ, but because Book is somebody that walks around with the history in the book, you know what I mean? Like, that's exactly what he is. Like, I would just say, you know, I don't think this particular battle is a battle that we should do tonight, because Pony Boy, like, I got love for you. I just want to be real. I got love for you, but depending on what we talking about and how far deep we go, you know what I mean? Like, I'm with Book only because if we talking hip hop, but then it's like at 30 how old did he say he was? He was 30. It was like a 6-year difference. 34 and 41. Like, there really is an age difference when it comes to the knowledge of hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't put you in a position to battle that because that's not your thing. You know what I mean? But talking about the DJ, talking about like AI in the music, like certain things, like, you know what I mean, where it's not gonna be so knowledgeable for the history. Like, you can't with Book, we can say name De La Soul first name. You know what I mean? Before they were De La Soul or something like that. He'll know that. Where I wouldn't ask Pony Boy Go, something like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not his era. Or where his field is, you know what I mean? But again, for the experience of being a DJ, like, we talking that, you know what I mean? Like, that'd be different. Like him and Pony Boy and Sunny Side Up, like, would have been good. Like, they both DJs. But then again, I can't say that Sunny Side Up is a DJ. I ain't never seen him scratch a record. So I don't know, you know what I mean? Look, his goat is Drake. You know, I don't know if that shot's fired or not. You know, only because he's only saying that because of your age group. Like, naturally, that would be the legend to them, would be like a Drake. You know what I mean? Because they didn't actually watch like the greats in the 90s because they were still kind of young, you know what I mean? And some people at that age, they still was able to watch certain things or able to go back and learn. Like, I don't know how people learn their history. Just like with Book. Look, Drake, look like Brett, like, look, Brett, even Brett took that as a form of ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? Only because, nah, it's OD. I would have never thought that, like, ODB, like, what? Shame on you when you step to the old dirty bastard, Brooklyn. That was my jump. Yeah. Little Big Daddy Kane, man. Now, wait a minute, Book. There is somebody in the chat that I would actually put you up against. And that's Brett. Brett Glaso knows hip hop. And you can actually pick with him in the chat. And you can actually see how knowledgeable he is on knowing some of these things that you know. Like, actually, that might be a better battle for you is Brett, because I know Brett for some time and he knows some history. Now, Book, I ain't saying that he can beat you in the battle, but he can stand up when it comes to talking about the greats. Like, you might want to try to see what Brett talk about. Let's see, will not dispute that BDK. Big Daddy Kane, let's see. My son actually shares the same birthday as ODB too. Oh, for real? Now, I heard that ODB's son is out here doing his thing as of lately. I heard he out here making some moves. And he's not living in his father's name or in his shadow. You know what I mean? Like, he started his own little thing. So I just want to say, like, I actually been checking that out as well. Look. Wednesday, I'm going to get out here with the StreamYards. If y'all want to come back and y'all want to join on Wednesday, like, I had the link out there. Because today is my first day back, like, please don't put me out here to do 6 hours on my first day. Like, I'm already getting 4 hours for today. I'm able to stay with my rhythm and stay consistent and try to gain some momentum going into the next live stream. But I just ain't ready to do the StreamYards, like, right yet anyway. Now, if it was a strong battle and I felt like we had no choice but to get this done tonight, I would, but I don't want to put my mans in no situation. Let's do it Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday, I'm going to be in the house with the StreamYards all day from noon on. And if y'all got time Wednesday, you would like to join, we could do that. Battle of respect, Tris. Now, look, Book, I really want to see if Brett can get out here and spar with you, though. I ain't going to front. Only because I'm believing that Brett can actually hang. Not saying he'll be able to answer every question you throw at him, but I guarantee he knows enough to actually spar. You know what I mean? Like, he could probably throw some questions at you that you probably wouldn't even. I don't know. Like, look, like Brett, you got something knowledgeable, like a trivia hip hop question that you can ask Book. And the only reason why I say that is because I believe Book is knowledgeable to answer anything when it comes to hip hop. That's just how I feel. But when it comes to Brett, I believe Brett can ask tough questions. I believe that. And I just know when I meet people, I get to know enough about them to kind of see like where is their strong points and where is their weak points. You know what I mean? Not to judge anybody, but to see like placement. You know what I mean? Like when I met Jive, the dude that was in the Netherlands, and he was talking about hip hop. First thing that came to my mind is you can't debate my man Book. Like, no, I can't debate hip hop because I'm just not into it like that, to know it, like to be knowledgeable like my man's. But I know that I put you up against him, you ain't gonna be able to stand. He gonna run you off the block. I'm talking mess only because I'm already knowing Book about to handle this dude. You know what I mean? And Book came through, boy. I ain't gonna lie. When I ended that live stream, I was saying to myself, that was one of my favorite live streams because Book came through. You know what I mean? And that right there forever changed my opinion, you know what I mean, about Book. That it's like, yo, don't nobody want it with him when it come to hip hop. Like, he knows his stuff, you know. So I just want to say that only because that's my dudes right there. Let's see, I can answer any question about Vanilla Ice. Does that count? No, I don't count. And the only reason why is because I don't believe you can answer every question. You know what I mean? Because there's certain things about Ice that you ain't going to even know. Like his situation with Suge Knight. Like, you don't know nothing about that in the UK. They were saying that he was shaking him off over the balcony. You know what I'm saying? Like, shaking stuff out his pockets. Like, Book, you heard that story? That's the thing. Like, anytime I talk about something with hip hop, I can ask Book. Like Book, tell everybody. He'll know because he's a walking encyclopedia. You know what I mean? People don't usually do this encyclopedias no more. But he grew up with half technology in our generation, and then he grew up with half books. So he kind of, you know, on the edge of his learning, you know what I mean? Because I grew up in a generation, we ain't had no computers like that. We had the first Apple computer and the IBM. But it was later on in life, you know what I mean, that we actually got introduced to the internet. So I'm just saying, you know, my generation didn't grow up with the internet. Where Book generation possibly had just a little bit more of a technical learning growing up, where most children that were learning, they were learning with technology that they learned with the computer. You know what I'm saying? Like, the computer was a part of something that they grew up learning with. That was a learning tool. But we used to get whooped. Not even whooped. We used to get our hands smacked. And you gonna learn. You know what I mean? Like, hit with the ruler and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But we didn't have a computer. You know what I mean? Like, we had to use our mind. You know, and I'm just saying, had I been able to look up certain stuff, you know, when I was younger, like, I wouldn't be like I am these days. Like, I do seem like I'm a little slow. I grew up without a computer. Y'all don't know what that's like. Let's see. We had the ability to go back and research with the internet. See, y'all had internet. We didn't have the internet, but we had the encyclopedias and stuff. We had to go back and read about it. You know what I mean? Or just remember stuff with our own mentality. Like, yo, you got to use your own memory to remember that. And then you got to go take these tests, and you ain't going to be able to use no devices and stuff like that. Like, look, we barely had the cell phone in high school. We had that big old block phone. Remember the one that Ice-T had in New Jack City? That's what we had in the 90s. We were still rocking the Beauifuls and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But either which way it goes, like, that was fun to me. Y'all lived it, yeah. So now, like, catching up with reality of the internet, like, it's still not second nature to me because I'm not used to being able to go to the internet and find stuff like right away, you know. So I'm getting used to that. And I could just honestly say, you know, I'm coming from a little dinosaur type of generation where I'm a little slower, you know what I mean? But I'm getting quicker. So anyway, that's how I feel today. Listen, I know what it's like. Damn, we do not even have electricity. I'm talking about back in the day, boy. I would have never thought that the internet would have turned out to be the way it is. Like, I I would have never thought that laptops would have been so small. I never thought that we would have TVs on the wall so thin. Like, I've come from an era where you had the big old back TVs, you had the big screen TVs. Them joints was heavy. You had the big block cell phones. I'm talking about the cell phone was like this, you know what I mean? Like, it probably wasn't even like that. It's like this, the big old cell phone. You had the beepers. You always doing like this, checking your messages and stuff. You know what I mean, like that. You had notebooks and stuff. You know what I mean, and contacts and stuff. Like, you really couldn't just put everything on your phone and live your life. You know, like that. I was 13 in 94. In 94, you were 13? Bro, how old are you in real life? You making me feel old? Like what? You was what? 13? In 94, 13. Wait a minute. You ain't too much younger than me. Now that I think about it, because in 94, you know what I mean, I think I was about 14, 15 years old, you know what I mean? Only because I graduated in 95. I graduated at 17 years old, you know, and June 20th, I turned 18, which was 13 days after my graduation. So what I'm saying is, that was in 95, which mean, Brett, I got you by about 3 years. I just want to say that, you know what I mean? But again, Brett knows his history when it comes to like book, like Run DMC, like the Beastie Boys, you know what I mean, like old school hip hop, like Jekyll and Hyde, anything from Crush Groove era, like in those days, like Brett knows it, you know what I mean, like the Fat Boys, like he knows albums, like and then he knows like a Mobb Deep. He know Prodigy. He know about all the stuff that came from out of New York. You know what I mean? I just would say that Brett knows that. He knows sports as well. You know what I mean? But I don't know that book is too much into sports. He's into the history of the culture. And I just want to say salute to you. Get your flowers while you're here. We appreciate you. God. You know, only because I got to say it like we used to say it in the 90s. You know what I mean? Like, peace, God. I just want to say, you know, I appreciate you. Look, I'm a master of the golden era, 90, 99s. See? That's the golden era. You know what I mean? The year of panic, 1999. Coming into the world with Y2K, you know, and I can go back there, you know, because that was around the year that Eminem dropped. And when Eminem came out, everybody in the world knew who he was. That when 50 Cent came out in the 2000 edition of what was going on in life, we never thought 2026, 27, 28, 30. Like when I was in high school, 1993, 94, 95, I graduated. I was looking at people that were going to graduate in 98. And I'm looking at them like, damn, they seem like that's so far away. 96, it seems so far away. When we were going into the year 2000, from 1999, I was saying to myself, man, I'm done with rap then. I was saying, I'm not going to listen to these 2000 MCs. 50 Cent came out in 2000. He did exactly the same thing as what Eminem did. The whole world knew who he was. They were listening to him. I never really seen nobody else do it like 50 and Eminem. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they got some big artists that came out since then. But the way them two came out, they came out before the internet. You know what I mean? And the way the world was, you know what I mean? It was like, wow. Then the internet came. That's when you seen Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy jumped out there, changed the game forever for rappers in the internet. You know what I mean? That now we got the internet. It ain't just them books. We able to study with going to get the internet real quick. Like that's what it is. Like, I'm sure there was. The Beastie Boys were well before Vanilla Ice. Yeah. They was because they came out when Run DMC was still popping. I'm talking about way back in the day. Like 80s was good, 90s was great. 2000, that's when rap started to really fumble a little bit. You know what I mean? After 50 Cent, I could never see like major rap. Let me just say this real quick and I'm gonna get ready to go. Book, one of the best MCs that's underrated this day, Jadakiss. Yo, I got so much respect for Jadakiss. I don't know if you guys seen the Big Daddy Kane challenge, you know what I mean? But Jadakiss, yo, I remember when he was like probably like 13, 14, 15 years old. It was a show on pay-per-view called Rap Page. And I used to watch the type of stuff that used to have brand new artists that come out. And I used to see Jada as a young kid going out there spitting. You know what I mean? When he was back in the days with Junior Mafia and Biggie and all the rest of that, like, I have huge respect for Jadakiss. I just want to say that. Beastie Boys copy Run DMC. I believe that too. Back in the day, I was feeling like that. I was feeling like that for real. You know what I mean? That brass monkey, that funky. I ain't gonna lie, that was a bucket though. But it was something about that Hollis with was it the Hollis or Harlem album that Run DMC had? Yo, that jump right there, you could just hear when Beastie Boys dropped, like it was like they just swagger jack their style. They were dope though. Like, I ain't knocking them. Beastie Boys had 3 MCs. So Run DMC had 3 MCs. Jam Master Jay he was the DJ. See, now we going back to the DJ again. That's a conversation. I'm telling you, there's definitely a conversation because Jam Master Jay, Run DMC, Jam Master Jay, he was his own thing. You see what I'm saying? We going back to that conversation again. So they copied or not? The Beastie Boys copied Run DMC. Many would say there's a possibility only because Rick Rubin, like they were both connected to Rick. And Rick was one of those ones, came from rock and roll to hip hop. So did the Beastie Boys come from rock and roll to hip hop? No. They came in as hip hop. So I would just say, you know what I mean? Like, I considered them rappers though. Their album was nothing like a rock and roll album because they actually had the swagger and the style of rappers them days, the hip hop and all the rest of that. So I would just say, man, this is a great conversation. I love talk about the history. Like I really want to say salute to you, Book, because you do that every time you come to the live stream. You take the live stream somewhere, and I just appreciate it, man, because I love hip hop. That's what raised me, you know what I mean? And I'm a part of it, you know what I mean? And I've been out there for many years of it, and just to be around other people that just have a love and a respect for it, you know what I mean? Like, I truly appreciate y'all for y'all love for music. So Run DMC, let's see, Def Jam. So I think so, Def Jam. And see, I told you I was trying to get into Def Jam. Like, that's always been a rapper's favorite label to try to go to was Def Jam. And I feel like I was that close to getting into Def Jam at them times, you know what I mean, that I was gonna be one of them ones that was on them games, like, you know, like with a DMX or with a Redman and all the rest of them. Like, it were all kinds of different people that came from Def Jam. Like, I was that close to getting in Def Jam. I just remember people angry. They were losing VW car badges. Are you talking about when people were stealing like the emblems back in the day? Like, I stole some too. I had some Cadillac joints. I had some Benz ones. I was wearing them joints on my necklace like a medallion. You know what I mean? Like, what? Oh my God, that's funny. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. The Beastie Boys, let's see. I just remember, let's see. The Beastie Boys was given the song Slow and Low by Run DMC and Run co-wrote. I'm going to be honest with you. Just for y'all don't know. Run DMC used to be my favorite artist. Run was my dude. I loved Run when he first came out because Crush Groove. Like, I was a big fan of Crush Groove. Well, when LL Cool J hit the scene, boy, it was a wrap for Run DMC because LL came out there and it was his energy. Like, his energy was so amazing. And then his lyrical detail was just so advanced. Like, LL Cool J for us in the 80s when he came with my radio, like it was a different sound than what we were hearing about the ho 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 ho. You know what I mean? That was rap, the Sugar Hill Gang, and you know what I mean? Like it took another level. But when that dude LL Cool J came out here, oh my gosh, I was a fan. I'm Bad. That album, I'm Bad, was the dopest LL Cool J record. I'm Bad, like my radio, believe me. I'm talking about, yo, you think about these things if you my age, like, yo, I'm talking about back in the day with the boom box, you walking out there bumping that junk, you know what I mean? Like, you got your boom box, which, yo, people out there breakdancing, yo, thank you for taking me back to the days, man. It's the live stream, man, like, every time, man. They were the bomb, and I loved LL and Houdini, like the big old glasses. Shout out to Marlo the OG. You know, appreciate you being in the house because you the one got me sitting right here. I didn't start this live stream over here. I'm over here because of you. And I did that 2 hours ago. I'm almost out here 3 hours on my first day back. Only because I enjoy talking to y'all, man. Like, y'all make me reminisce. Y'all take me back to where I came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never always able to go back there and reminisce and talk about those days. Like, look, check my comment about Onyx. Onyx? What? Look, I need Love by LL Cool J. Oh my God. Yo, LL Cool J has always been one of my favorite artists, you know what I mean? Because the record I bought over and over again was Walking with a Panther. Like, I loved Walking with a Panther. It was just some cars drive by with their booming system. When that junk came out, man, I ain't gonna lie, like LL Cool J had the best love songs for a rapper. Like I Need Love was oh my God, that busted. But if you heard Walking with a Panther, like you would have had a chance to hear One Shot at Love. Like that was my song. One shot at love. And then, do you remember the first time you fell in love? The way you felt, the way it feels. Being able to say from the bottom of your heart, I love you for real. Your mind, your feet, you feel your heartbeat. Palms are sweating, you can't keep still. And when you finally touch them and hug them and kiss them, ooh, what it feels. You was always searching. But that's my jump right there, boy. I love me some LL Cool J. My big cousin, my big crush was Nate Dogg. You was out there looking at Nate Dogg? Was it his deep voice? Is that what it was? Let's see. Motorhead did No Sleep till Hammersmith. See, now Book would know what you talk about. Scroll up, Trip. Let me see. Scroll up. Slam is straight up a cadence of Run DMC. The content is just hard. Because it was something about Onyx when they came out. I ain't gonna lie, I will 50-50 for them. Because I think when they came out, they was like a Latifah group, if I recall. And it wasn't that I was hating on Tifa. I just want to say that, you know what I mean? I think it was just at the time, there was a battle going on between Tifa and MC Lyte. And for me, MC Lyte all day. I don't care what nobody's. When Lyte album came out, Light as a Rock, what? Man, yo, when she was on the subway rapping, like MC Lyte changed the game for rap music because she was the first shorty that came out there and did her thing. The next shorty that actually came out there and did her thing was in the West Coast where I'm at, and that was Boss. Like, we thought Boss was hardcore. And then for some reason, even without the internet, boy, it seemed like they exposed her. They was saying she was a studio gangster and all the rest of that. She don't write her records. People really took it offense if you didn't write your records. Like, if you don't write your songs, nobody respected you. That's why I don't know how it's gonna be with the conversation these days with AI music. Because back in the day, boy, And then remember when what's the dude Drake and Kendrick Lamar, they got into it, and they were saying Drake don't write his records. Remember they were saying that? Hold on, who was it? Drake and Pusha T. Remember they got into it? Drake don't write his records. Everybody got to say, hold on, man, we don't mess with Drake no more. But that's that generation that I will say there has been somebody after Eminem and after 50 Cent and after Soulja Boy, and that was Drake. That's because Drake came out there with Young Money. Like, Young Money was doing their thing at one time. Like, you really didn't see them doing it like they was doing it when they were Young Money. But when they were Cash Money, they wasn't as big as they was Young Money. Like, everybody rocked with Wayne. But Wayne. Is Wayne the greatest of all time? He's pretty close. I will say he's pretty close. Like, look, when Jay-Z and Wayne did that award show, that was interesting to me because that was the conversation then. But I think it will, for me, seeing Wayne humble himself to sit at the table and not have to sit at the head, you know what I mean, and to let Hove go and do that. Like, to me, it was something about that I was humbling to see, because Wayne, when he first came out, I didn't look at him as being one of the greatest. I looked at him as being somebody from Cash Money. And I wasn't into, like, Cash Money. You know what I mean? Like, hold on, hell no. Hold on, what as far as like Wayne, like, sitting down the Hove, like, that award show was big to me because that was the conversation then, you know what I mean? Like, you know, who's better, Wayne or Jay-Z? I ain't never saying Wayne was the greatest. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? Like, only because I wasn't into Lil Weezy. When he was Lil Weezy, I wasn't into it, you know what I mean? I guess it was like too Southern for me, you know what I mean? Because what came out of Louisiana was like a Master P, or like a C Murder, or like a Soulja Slim, or was it Soulja Slim we had there? Your boy, I didn't like his Mystico, all of them, they all sounded. I like the BG, Juvenile, all them, like them was my dudes. So for me, Lil Wayne in those days, like I think they had hot beats, but I just wasn't into Hot Boys, you know what I mean? I wasn't. So when Wayne came out there with Young Money, there was a different Wayne that came out there. And I was just like, now seeing Wayne on a different plateau. So when Drake came out there, he was with Young Money, so it seemed like he automatically developed a bigger network, or a bigger platform from the platform he was actually given an opportunity on. But if Drake came out there on his own without Young Money in those days, like if you were watching the documentaries and stuff of Drake was a nobody until he met Wayne. Like, he was square. He was somebody that just, like, he was awkward, socially awkward. And then when he did his first performance, like, people were watching, like, look at how he can perform. Remember, he came out there with the knee brace on, and he was saying, man, something wrong and all the rest of that. And then your man, like, even though different than 50, like, when he first came out, like, people were saying, okay, you the big rapper, let me see you perform now. The first thing they said, 50 forgot his lines. The dancer, they kicked him in the head. And some more stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was trying to give him all kinds of excuses, because some people, they are meant to go in the studio and record a song, but they cannot perform that joint. You can find some people that are just so great of a performer, like, goodness. Put them in the studio, and they probably sound terrible. Like, I ain't gonna front. No, Brett, let's see. Macton. See, again, like, I don't want to be sounding like so direct about it, because I rocked with Mac 10. I just didn't buy his albums and listen to him like that. I'm Cube all day. I felt like Mac 10 was trying to be Cube back in those days. I'm just sorry. Mac 10 is his own person, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was just hating a little bit because he was messing with T-bars. That's all, just hating a little bit. But Dub C, I couldn't get into a style in those days. You know what I mean? And I know, I'm just saying. I like the Dub C. I did. I like the Dub C better than I like the Mac 10. And the only reason why is because I think I was being biased to Mac 10, you know what I mean? Just because of the T-Bar situation. And then with Cube. But then I started feeling like Mac 10 started walking in Cube's shadow, that Mac 10 decided to kind of go his own way after the West Coast connection. That, I don't know, you know what I mean? It was something about that for me. I don't know. The whole Goody Mob. I rocked it with the Goody Mob. Like, I liked it. CeeLo Green, I liked him in the Goody Mob. Like, it was some of the stuff that I used to listen to back in the day. Like, you can't spend all your time trying to get high. You got to get up, get up. That was from the Outkast record. But again, like, that was their group behind them. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you have to put out after you? And I felt like nobody said, yo, Kahana put it in the chat. Yo, if you were listening to like the old Scarfaces, like right after Ghetto Boys, like that Scarface, oh my gosh, like you talk about some storytelling, you talk about some dope music, like the old Scarface is out of control. Ghetto Boys, Scarface without the Ghetto Boys, I'm sorry. Just like for me, Bushwick Bill without the Ghetto Boys. The Ghetto Boys was cool. They had hit songs and everything. And I ain't hating on Willie D. Like, Willie D, that's my peoples. You know what I'm saying? He out here on YouTube, been watching him for years. Scarface, his music back in the days, out here in the West Coast, they used to bump that junk. Yo, you know somebody that y'all probably never heard of? Let me just see if you heard of him. And I'm not going to say anything about it, but have you ever heard of Brother Lynch Hung? I'm just curious to know. Has anybody in the chat ever heard of Brother Lynch Hung? If you've never heard about him, like back in the day, like when E40 first dropped, like that's how long we known about Brother Lynch. That was some North Coast, I want to say North Side, meaning that was Las Vegas, but that was some West Coast heat out here. Like, we love Brother Lynch in Las Vegas. Let me just say that, like, they used to love Brother Lynch Hung back in those days. Hell yeah. Like, you remember who Brother Lynch Hung? You know who else I used to like back in the day? J.O. Felon. Like, I used to like J.O. Felon. Sharp Stick, like, that song was just... I could sit out here and talk hip-hop all day. I loved it, you know what I mean? Like, I that's something I lived through. I'm fluent at talking it, you see what I'm saying? Where the history of it, you know what I mean? Like, you remember that day when you first heard of NWA. I was in the 6th grade. I first heard of NWA. And people at school was talking about it like on field day. You know what I mean? Like, what is a NWA? And they said it and I was like, I'm in the 6th grade, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't really talk like that, you know what I mean? Hugo Mixed Music Gaming. Support from Ebby. From EB. Shout out to EB, and I appreciate you for your support. 3G Mafia. That was more Southern for me. When the South came into hip-hop, it was really hard for them to find footing. We accepted T.I., no problem. We accepted Jeezy, no problem. But it was the Shorty Lows. It was the Drew, what's his name? Young Dro. It was the Young Jock. It was certain people. They were gonna have to try harder to get in. Like remember what was it? Lucky Charms. What was his name? He was in though. He was in. He decided to back up because see, Texas had its own thing, and ATL had its own thing. So the Southern part of the music was coming into hip hop, but it was already in the East Coast, and then it went to the West Coast. Once it stayed in the West Coast, it stayed there for a little bit. And, you know, that's like, go back to Common Sense song. You know what I mean? Like, he explained it. When the South came in, yo, Outkast came through, T.I. came through. But see, those are the days T.I. was kind of hooked up with Puff and Bad Boy. when T.I. came in. So he kind of had a little bit of extra footing, you know what I mean? But if you came out like an Outkast, Goody Mob, who else from the South? You know, let's see, South stick together. The South, and that's exactly right. The South was sticking together. And see, New York was New York. That's the whole East Coast. That was the music. The West Coast, California, that was the music. You know, when the South came, ATL, Texas is his own thing, like, period. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing, like Scarface was from Texas, you know what I mean? Texas got its own sound, like a Paul Wall, or like a Texas. Pimp C. You know what I mean? Like, there's a Texas sound. But ATL, T.I., Outkast. You know what I mean? Like, yo, when the song Elevators came out with Outkast, like, Outkast made a monumental run at their time because the South wasn't big on it. But when Outkast came through with just the two brothers and they had that Southern Playalistic, oh my God. Southern Playalistic was a jam, boy. I so brazy. Look, Tribs, I survived. I'm off work. Like, look, already? Like, man, shout out to the homie, I so brazy is in the house. And putting gas in my, and you put some gas in? How much you had to put in? Just curious to know. Look, all I know, Texas is country music. UGK. What you know about that Texas boys? Remember Pimp C's verse with UGK and Jay-Z. I didn't really too much think the song was gonna do well. It did well. But when you first heard it, it didn't sound like that even went together. You know what I mean? But then when you got to listen to it more and more, and then look, hold on. Now that I'm thinking about it, ain't that where Beyonce came from? Houston? Out there to Texas? Pimp C? Remember the song that they did together? Then what happened? Say Beyonce moved out of Houston, out of Texas, right? Jay-Z? Man, I don't know, man. What's some stuff going on back in the day with Jay-Z, man? I don't know when it came to Kels, too. Aaliyah? DJ Screw. Screw. Man, look, when they start chopping and screwing music, it was something that they did to that hook, like a Paul Wall or like a, what's the dude? Texas. Paul Wall, or even, yo, I've never bought a bum beat. I never bought bum beat, period, because I like the UGK as a group, you know what I mean? Like, after Pimp C, you know, I just want to just say that. The gas was $6, but it went higher to $7.49. Might as well put $7. Bone versus Twister. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, but I just gotta be honest, man. I feel like I could just sit and talk to y'all like all the time, like all day. I'm gonna be honest with you. I liked the Bone. Like, let me just say that I liked the Bone, but Twister had a different type of style than them. You know what I mean? Like, Twister was spitting. Bone and them was singing. You know what I mean? Like, there was a big difference. You know what I mean? Like, they could harmonize, but they really wasn't saying nothing. Like, Twister was saying something. I'm talking about, and it was so player. Like, I like the player era. You know what I mean? Like I was just talking about Southern Playalistic. Like, I liked it, that whole player movement. And I could honestly say Twista came through the game out of Chicago. He brought a style that nobody can mimic or ever copycat. Like, Twista was, I'm talking about, it was something Midwest about that I just truly enjoyed his flow. Like, his flow was top notch. You know what I mean? But Bone, I liked it they mixed too because of them harmonizing. And I liked it, the whole era with the singing with it. Like, it all made sense to me. Like, it was dope. It's the Thuggish Rogers Bone. Like, when that thing came out, you couldn't wait for the video to come back on again. Like, you wanted to see it again. You know, and man, I'm just like, man, we that's one thing about me getting to this age right now. Like, I'm saying that it's a little more boring in life because you don't have that fashions and you don't have the trends. You don't have an era of stuff that just actually really entertain people or taught people, or, you know what I mean, became a culture. Like, hip hop became its own culture, and it went all the way out of the United States. It didn't just stay here. There were people in other countries rocking it. Like, you go watch a Wu-Tang go out there to Hong Kong or go out to Japan. You know what I mean? And you watch how they know their lyrics. They know their everything. They know who they is. That's what I respected about rappers, is that they was able to get outside the country and stay outside the country. And they was able to find their own markets outside the United States. And that was one thing that was big to me. So I just want to say that it took me a while to lock in on Twister because he never really had albums. It seemed like Twista was and I think because he was a solo artist, like, from what I understand, like, I really wish I would have got more into his career, but Twista was the different type of MC for me, you know what I mean? Because I don't think there were people actually flowing like, you know would have been a good feature, would have been a good collaboration, would have been him and like a Busta Rhymes. Like, Busta Rhymes can do what Twista does. You know what I mean? Because Busta had a run in the 90s that was so uncommon for people. I'm talking about as big as Janet Jackson. Busta was on a level that's higher than most rappers ever been on. You know what I mean? And then, like, his wardrobe, his videos, like, the videos was so dope back in the day. I used to love watching videos, you know, but man, Richie Rich. Is that the one that used to do the stuff with Tupac, right? You talking about that Richie? He was cool, but I wasn't really into Richie Rich unless he doing something with a pop. Richie Rich was the one that was on I Get Around. No, he wasn't on I Get Around. That was somebody from Digital Underground, but Richie Rich was somebody that did a lot of work with Tupac, though. I do remember that. Look, Busta is so talented. Man, Busta, you would have never thought when he took his run, that's the same Busta from Leader of the New School, because he came with an abstract group back in the day. Like, man, if y'all remember back in the day, boy, what's the scenario? I'm talking about, boy, the whole Leaders of the New School. You would have never thought they was gonna get out here and make a run like a Busta Rhymes did. Busta Rhymes had hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. You never thought that in those days, Leaders of the New School, Busta Rhymes was going. Yo, that's the same thing. I name another group that was like a Leaders of the New School, and that was Pharcyde. Pharcyde was like a Leaders of the New School. She keeps on passing me by. Yo, I'm telling you, like, you would have thought that group would have did something as big as Leaders of the New School did, but the Leaders of the New School didn't. Busta did it on his own. Like, what Young Bug know about? See, he from Chicago. You would know. And then you a Young Buck too. Look, he barely even 30. You talk about Young Bucks. As soon as I read this comment, I'm thinking Young Buck, like Young Buck that's out here with 50 Cent. Look, Farside, I saw as a West Coast tribe. Yeah, like Farside was dope to me. You know who another rapper that was like on a Farside level that I used to rock with? Remember the dude Armad? I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had. Remember that? Like, it was like on a Farside level for me. Like, I'm telling you, man, I used to love watching hip hop grow, you know what I mean, the trends and the stuff we learn from and everything. Man, I could sit out here and just talk to y'all, man, and I really ain't on no time schedule. So let me just go ahead and go, because I gotta just come out here when I could just sit here, you know what I mean, and do my marathon, just start them over and over and over, you know what I mean, because I get comfortable when I'm talking to certain ones, you know, especially when we talking about stuff that I could fluently just speak on. And I ain't got to question it, because I'm really just like, I lived through an era where you can honestly say, man, like, we had a lot of fun back in those days compared to these days, because we really don't have that culture. We really don't have that flavor of something that's really making a trend, and really that's teaching, and really that's influencing a culture or a whole country or outside the country. Like, you really, everything right now is you looking for the next best something of what it is that's going to entertain people, what it is that's going to keep people's attention and all the rest of that. You know, so that is good to get out here and entertain ourselves and keep, you know, one another in tune to the things that's going on within society. Like, certain people have not had a chance to live through that generational stuff that we just spoke about. There was classic records, classic artists, classic eras, a time where you can think back to that day, where you was when you heard LL Cool J, I Need Love, or where you was when you heard a Paper Thin record from MC Lyte, or where you was when you heard, you know, anything when it comes to music, you know what I mean? So I just want to say, man, it was just a blessing to have this conversation with y'all, to chill with y'all. This is my first day back, you know what I mean, to start my year. We're going to start from here. This time next year, man, I hope to see y'all around. You know, I hope to kind of build with some of y'all. I hope to get some of y'all on the live stream. We can get out here and debate, but we can get out here and chill too. So y'all are always welcome to join the live stream. Wednesday, I'll be out here with the StreamYards. If anybody would like to join and you like to just come through and cut up, you know, that's all I want to do, man. It's just, I want to not be so serious this whole year. I want to have as much fun as we can and not make it so personal or business. You know what I mean? Like, let's just make it fun. And if we make it fun, we're going to always continue to come back just to have some more fun. So thank you guys. When the vertical hit, Tribs, that the trolls ain't nowhere to be seen. Good to see you back though, fam. Appreciate you guys. God bless y'all. I'll be back on Wednesday. I'm gonna take tomorrow off so I can go take care of some things. Now look, I got a little bit of time. I might just get back out here and do another vertical. We'll see. I don't really truly know. I did 3 hours. I did an hour earlier, so that's 4 hours for the day. If I did come back out here, it would just be for a quick hour, just to kind of see what you guys got going on in a little bit, you know. So I do appreciate you guys' time. I don't want to hold you guys up. Thank you for joining, and thank you for your time. God bless y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Good to see y'all, man. Hey, shout out to Book, man. Thank you, man, for changing the atmosphere every time you come through. Shout out to Brett. Shout out to you guys in the chat, man. Everybody that showed up, you know, here earlier today. I do appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all in a minute.